episode of This Square Room, your new favorite podcast. My name is Jonel, and I'm here with my fellow co-hosts, Hugh-Gene and Des Wayne. Just before we started this episode, I actually asked the guys if they had seen Lil Nas X's new music video, Montero, Call Me By Your Name. Hugh, you saw it already a couple days ago, but Des hadn't seen it. So we actually decided to play it literally a second ago. And because I wanted to bring it up, but obviously I wanted the guys to see it. So Des, since it's very fresh in your mind and it's your first impression, he literally has not said a word since we played it. So Des, what do you think about it?
The video is so fucked up on every level, like every level. I don't know what level he did not touch, but it was messed up on all levels. And
why do you say that?
It's fine in a sense, because, you know, it's his music video. I'm not rich, he's rich, whatever. But
what does that have to do with anything?
He can do whatever he wants, right? And I get it. I understand. You can express yourself however you want because you have the money to do so. However, the fact that kids can see this video is a little bit uncomfortable for me.
Knowing that is like how he kind of blow up was a kid's song, was kind of a kid song.
It's not.
I know, but like
he actually clarified, because a lot of, you know, church mothers are just like, my child looked up to you. It was my kid's Old Town Road was my kid's anthem. He's like, you know, I literally talk about lean and like adultery.
Yeah, but you kind of
in the music, in the song.
Yeah, but you didn't say that at first. He said that probably after it blew up. He would go.
What do you mean? Riding on my tractor, lean all in my bladder, cheated on my baby. You could go and ask her. He literally, like, it's in the lyrics. What do you mean before it blew up or after?
I know.
He's like, I hate
the guy
when
performed for Roblox though, and Roblox is a kid game.
So, are you gonna turn down the clout and the money if you've been working towards that?
Yeah, I guess so.
You've been sucking cock.
A lot of people, like Ariana Grande, had a song about 69ing, and she's at the Kids' Choice Awards and stuff. Come on, David Dobrik was convicted, or not convicted. I shouldn't say that, but like he's involved in this whole like sexual assault situation.
I always said David Dobrik is a psychopath.
No, but like he has so many Kids' Choice Awards and Teen Choice. Like what I'm saying is, like kids are very exposed to a lot these days. So you can't be like, oh, like this music video is a lot and my kid likes it. So you need to like monitor what your kid watches if that's the case. You know what I mean? You can't just leave them to their own devices and be upset that they saw something.
For kid or adult, this music video is a lot of.
I love it. I love the video. Hugh, what do you think about it?
Just whatever.
Just whatever.
Yeah, I was just.
While we were watching it, you were cackling.
Yeah, because the part where he's going to heaven, and then all of a sudden a stripper pole comes out of nowhere, out of hell, and then he slides down to hell.
I get what he's saying and what he's showing in the video, and you don't get it.
I don't get it.
What he's trying to say is, okay, the first part he's by the tree. Exactly, Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
So he's trying to say, either way, from the beginning of time, we've been doing this, and at the end, he accepted it. Like, I'm going to hell. I might as well have fun while I'm doing it. And then he ends up killing the devil and taking over hell.
Okay.
No, you're kind of there, but not quite, Des. So everyone knows last year, around Pride last year, Lil Nas X came out. He's gay. When he released the music video, he said the song is named after himself. His real name is Montero. So he said, "Dear 14-year-old Montero, I wrote a song with our name in it. It's about a guy I met last summer. I know we promised to never come out publicly. I know we promised to never be that type of gay person. I know we promised to die with the secret, but this will open doors for many other queer people to simply exist. You see, this is very scary for me. People will be angry. They will say that I'm pushing an agenda. But the truth is, I am. The agenda to make people stay the fuck out of other people's lives and stop dictating who they should be. Sending love to you from the future, Lil Nas X." And then once the video came out and it started to get a lot of hate, he said, "I spent my entire teenage years hating myself because of the shit y'all preached would happen to me because I was gay. Christianity and people's pushing their religious beliefs on him. He said, so I hope you're mad. Stay mad. Feel the same anger you teach us to have towards ourselves." The message of the music video is he's like Adam, and he was tempted throughout his life, or as people who are very religious preach it. They're like, oh, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. So he was essentially tempted and tried to fight it, but he gave in to who he is and what he is. and being publicly crucified for it, and you're going to hell. That's what, that's what Christian people say. If you're gay, you're going to hell. It's a sin. It's wrong. And then it was him embracing it. He's like, I'm going to hell. Well, damn, shit, I'm going to give the lap dance to a devil. And then it was kind of like the whole, like, him killing the devil at the end was more so about, like, him embracing it. It's like, shit, like, I'm not just going to hell. I am the devil. Like, you can't really tell me what to do or what I am. I'm going to do it anyways. So if I'm going to hell for being gay, I'm going to hell. Both of you guys are really silent.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Do you at least understand it now?
Sure, yeah.
Sure. Do you get it, Des?
Yeah, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
What? No, say how you feel.
Nothing. Regardless if he was gay or not, this whole music video, if this was Nicki Minaj and Ariana Grande, like, either way, this music video is a lot for anybody. Straight, gay, like, I get it, but like, all of this is a lot, but go for it. You're rich. Do what you want.
It's a lot because of what?
What? Because of the whole music video. From beginning to end, what he's doing with the snake, everything, the whole pole thing. Like, I don't agree with Nicki Minaj's music video. What's it called? Anaconda? I didn't agree with that music video either. When it's too much, it's too much. So whether it's a man or a woman, or to me, no matter who it is, like, there's no need for...
Right, but in this video, there's a lot less skin shown in, for instance, Anaconda or other music
No, but
videos.
I'm just saying how
so
the
you're
music
talking about,
video...
it's not about the skin, it's about, like, the act.
Exactly, the whole
the
thing.
Symbolism
Like,
of it,
he's laying on the ground, and the snake him goes from kissing him to licking down his body. That's not necessary. Like, I get it. Kids do see this, and you can't control what kids do and can't see and, like, monitor your kid, but that's a lot for anybody.
I love it. It's funny because, like, I saw the music video, and, like, just as someone who has, like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure I said it before in this podcast, like, I really like him. He has such a cool personality, and, like, he's super, like, sarcastic and funny, and, like, he just seems like he'd be a good person, and I like his music too, but, like, I like him as a person. So when I saw the music video, I was like, I love this. Like, be yourself, do whatever. I do see why it could be a lot, but I feel like for today, like the type of videos that come out today, I don't think it's anything crazy, especially because the lyrics are completely...
What does that say about our society when that's not crazy anymore?
I barely heard the lyrics. I'm not lying to you. I heard the chorus.
You're calling what you want.
Yeah. I have no idea what he says in the whole
That's
thing.
every song, though.
No, what I mean, like,
the
I was
lyrics
so...
are a little much. Like, he talks about he wants to, like, fuck in Hawaii and get jet lag from fucking and flying, and, like...
I didn't hear none of that. I was so captivated.
Say that?
You didn't hear any of that?
I was into I'm watching the video, and, like, I can't hear nothing he's saying until I hear the chorus again, and I'm like, oh, a verse passed.
Dude, that part, the part that, like, when the pole just comes out of hell and then he skulls down I found that part funny. I don't know why.
That part.
I always laughed at that part.
So many memes over the weekend, just like, oh, me trying to distract Satan, convince him to let me back up to heaven by giving him a lap dance and all that shit.
Yeah, but the pole came from hell. The pole came from hell. So doesn't that Satan be like, hey, come on?
Well,
no, the meme is the one after that.
He's rejected from heaven, so yeah, go straight down.
Well, he wasn't really rejected. He didn't even, like, go halfway.
Because he's gay, he can't.
He just grabbed the pole. He didn't even like.
He's embracing it.
Right.
I guess so. I don't know.
He doesn't want to go anyways.
Okay. I don't care. I found that shit funny. I laughed when I saw the pole. That part just made me laugh a lot. I kept replaying that part because I just found it ridiculous.
I love it. He actually shared a video of him, like, learning how to pole dance back in January.
Stuff.
Yeah. With the big boots on. Everyone said he reminded them of, like, you remember, like, in SpongeBob when Patrick, Patrick, the boots, but, like, he sees these memes and he shares them and he loves them. Like, it's you gotta appreciate, people who are just themselves. I think that's something that you don't see a lot these days. Everyone's trying to be something, be what they think they should be, or and I think this will do a lot for the queer community, as he said. I really do. I think that most of the people who are uncomfortable with it are not in the queer community. But like you said, Des, some people may just think that it's just too much for mainstream. But you're not seeing it on daytime TV. It's on the internet. So if it's too much, then you should be monitoring what your kids are seeing and have access to online, If they can access that, they can access a lot worse. No? You don't think so?
It's on YouTube.
I feel like just because it's Lil Nas X and you know your kid loves Old Town Road, it's not fair to just assume that every single thing he puts out should be good for your kids. Like if you really want to monitor them, then monitor them. Like do just that, you know? That's how I feel about it, at least. But what came of that is right after this video, he released or he revealed that he has these new sneakers.
No, the pentagram, whatever.
No, they're called Satan sneakers.
So they're not Nikes?
They're Air Maxes.
Yeah.
With this
pentagram on
this it. Yeah, and they have
like human blood or some shit.
Yeah, so they have.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, come on, what that's a little. Okay.
Are you gonna let me say what
sorry.
It's okay. I could tell you're excited.
I'm not excited. I think it's fucking stupid.
Well, not excited in a good way. Like you're just like, you know, you just want to say it. But yeah, it has some like ink or whatever in it, like some red dye. But like in every single one of them is one drop of human blood as well.
Whatever.
They retail for $1,018 US, and Nike got a lot of backlash because, you know, they're Air Maxes. But Nike actually did not design or release them. Like it has nothing to do with Nike. They came out and said that.
No, hey, we don't want anything to do with this, guys. We're gonna stay away from this one. You got this is all you, Lil Nas, all you, bud. Nah, whatever.
I don't know how they're able to release something like Air Maxes, but not and have the Nike check on the side, and it's not Nike.
Oh, has a check on the side.
Yeah. Oh, I guess here. Let me show you guys the picture. These are the shoes.
Oh, cool.
So like the blood is like in there. Miley Cyrus has a pair.
Of course she does.
He only it's a limited edition. They all sold out in 2 minutes. He made 666 of them. And on the side it says Luke 10:18.
What's that verse?
You guys are I have it. Don't worry. You guys are the Christian. You two are the Seventh-day Adventists. Shouldn't you guys know?
No, I'm not Seventh-day Adventist anymore.
He replied, "I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven."
So is that supposed to be him? Or?
I guess you just referenced him falling down the pole all the way to hell.
Yeah.
But yeah. What do you think about the shoes? That you're just like staring.
They're pretty
up
basic,
into
to be frank.
Actually, my eyes are closed most of the time because I'm just like, okay, you know, I get, you know, what he said last time with, you know, he's trying to open a door for people who felt like, you know, they're trapped. I get it. I can understand that. This, however, to me is opening a door for people who believe in other worlds and, you know, support certain things that I don't support. I don't want to talk about their stuff because I don't know fully about it. You know, there's a
Satanism?
guy. Yeah, there's a guy at my work who studied that. Like, he believed in it, and they have their own Bible in churches.
Oh, call the police.
And like talking to him, he's a great guy. Like,
Satanism's kind of like a weird atheism in a way.
I know, but that to me, it's like, okay, I understand he's opening up, you know, this door on the left. However, now when I hear this sneaker stuff and what you're putting on the sneaker, now you're opening up door right. And door right is a crazy door to open up to the world in my eyes.
Yeah, I support the music video, but when I saw the shoes, I was like, drop of human blood. I'm like, whose blood? Who is this human that is just bleeding into these shoes? Who said
yes? Anyways, but that's why I just kept my eyes closed.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, it's 60 cc's of ink and then 1 drop of human blood in each one, and then each pair is individually numbered. So it would say like you have number 10 of 666, like, you know. So that you know.
666.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're opening up a door that is.
Oh, you didn't realize when I said there's 666 pairs?
I thought you said 60 cc's.
There's 60 cc's of ink, like the red ink, and 1 drop of human blood mixed in with the ink. So there's real blood in each shoe.
Yeah, I get that part.
And then there's 666 pairs being released.
I see.
And they sold out in 2 minutes.
It's the devil.
Yeah, Satan shoes.
Satan!
Jeez.
Yeah!
Well, I mean,
man.
Yeah, the shoes are a little too much for me.
They're not too much because they're pretty basic looking bitch shoes.
No. The idea.
Concept.
Yeah, the concept. Yeah, okay. Attention whore much, but you know.
Plus, like, I'm not gonna wear shoes with a pentagram on
Satan!
it. But like, I do understand what he's trying to do, embracing it. The music video and the message behind it, I completely support and love. But
I mean,
I won't be rocking any Satan shoes. Let's just put it that
but
way.
if you're embracing it, right? If you're saying, what he's saying is okay.
The Prince of Evil.
he's not only talking about this community. He's talking about, you know, the satanic cult that they have going on, and them too. You know, who cares what people think about you? Be you. So.
I mean, that's the thing, right?
If
like,
you
everyone's
open
gonna
one
be able
door, you
to
open up
interpret
all the
it.
doors.
Yeah, people
How
will
else can you
interpret it the
interpret
way
that?
they want to. No, he's talking about like people who are Satanists and devil worshippers will interpret it as like, oh,
Weird white
like,
people. That's what I call
He's
them.
talking to
I
them
call
too.
Satanists weird white people. That's what they.
Actually, the guy that I'm talking about, he was black.
That's that one black guy. Always that one black dude. Always looks the same. His hair's all wild.
No, he had no hair. He was old though. He was old,
Oh man.
and he told me his story and why he.
You do wear glasses?
No,
It's always
no.
a weird black.
I like his story. I was like, okay.
So you went from being what do you went from Christian to Satanist to Christian?
Like Christian to Satan. Period.
So he just turned his cross.
The one that I was
upside
talking
down.
to you about
Yeah.
earlier, that's a different guy.
Is he Christian now?
Which one?
The one you're talking about
Earlier or
Yeah.
now?
Oh, is this two different guys?
Yeah,
Oh, so he's a Satanist still.
yeah.
Weirdo. I don't get it. Yeah. Good for you, bro.
Yeah, I don't like playing around with that type of stuff.
It's me. I don't care, but do what you want.
But like the concept, I remember someone, my friend's ex-boyfriend, like we're all hanging out, and it's like me and her now ex and his brother, and they had met one of my good friends, and he happens to be a
Satanist.
a gay male.
A Gale. He's a Gale.
A Gale.
He's a fucking Gale, man. Those goddamn Gales.
Okay.
Can't stand Gales.
All right,
I don't know
no,
what that
I don't
is.
agree with that, but
What's a Gale? Just not get home, whatever.
it was a slip of the tongue. I was trying to say gay male, so you just said you can't stand gay males.
It was
so
a
let's
joke.
just let's
Alright.
not. let's not. When we're talking about Satanism, let's not insult anybody before the devil comes and haunts you.
I'm good, bro.
No, but like I remember because I was supportive of, like, they tried to tell me that I needed to tell him, if I was a true friend, I would tell him that his lifestyle is wrong, and you know, try to steer him on the path of righteousness and all of that shit, right? And
Say what you gotta say.
what?
buddy.
Say
No. Go. I just had a story in my head. Go ahead.
Okay. And I obviously defended him and his right to be who the hell he wants to be, and told them to mind their business, and they told me that I'm going to hell right along with him because I'm enabling the devil's work and that sort of thing. And I was like, well, if that's the case, then like let me go.
Yeah, those are the
And like
Christians
that's
I
such
find
a
annoying.
small thing, and like they weren't even talking about me, but like just the hatred that they had for me to even support him was crazy.
Yeah, those are the Christians that I don't understand because you're not preaching love, which you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed
Right,
to be-
and it's so funny because it's funny, so they said they were two brothers, and like the younger brother came and he defended me. He was just like, leave her alone, like you guys are doing the most. But it's funny because these are guys who, you know, have children out of wedlock, they drink, they, like, you know what I mean, like they do a lot of things that are you're frowned upon according to the Bible. So it's like, why are you gonna fixate on the one thing that literally has nothing to do with you? It's someone else's life.
because they like dick. They think dick's delicious.
Okay, all right.
That's why.
I'm done with
They
you.
like the pee-pee.
Des, what story did you remember?
It's
catchy. It's a catchy song.
I'm going to hell.
Okay, stop.
I actually didn't know what song you were singing at first.
Call me by your name.
Yeah,
That's right?
I mean, yeah, you're
I'm going to give the devil a lap dance.
you're really off key. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, this is literally like a new definition of dancing with the devil, and I love it.
It's dancing on the devil.
True.
It's
true.
pretty, I'd give that lap dance about a D. It's pretty shit, if I'm gonna be honest.
Well,
It's pretty shit lap dance. It was a pretty shit. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
I don't think it was bad. Did you see when
It
he
was
like,
a
when he
D.
had his hands on the
I've
ground
seen
and like
better.
opened the? I love
I've
that.
seen better.
I love
Oh,
that.
you can open your legs wide. Woo!
Yes, but like here's the thing.
Woo! You can open your legs. Oh!
Lap dances that feel good don't look good, and lap dances that look good don't always feel good. You know what I mean? There's like a lap dance for aesthetic purposes, and then there's a lap dance to like really turn someone on. Those are
Yep.
two
Well,
different
that didn't do
things.
shit for anybody. It was pretty poor. I'd give that
Well,
a D.
it was enough for the devil. He let his guard down and got his neck
The
snapped.
devil wasn't even doing anything. He was not amused also.
He's not doing anything because it's like, you know.
No, he wasn't amused. He's
he
like, bro,
can't-
what the fuck are
he
you
can't
doing,
entertain
dog?
that. He's the devil.
No, of course, he would entertain. That's sinful
True.
shit. He'd be like, yeah! But he was even just like, bro,
But
this
I mean,
is
like,
some-
he's in his throne. Like, he has to act like.
No,
oh,
he
you know,
doesn't.
like,
That was gonna be
that
like,
doesn't
yo,
faze me.
I'm like, I like this shit. He's like, yo, bro, call Lilith, man. She's better at this shit. You don't know. Don't worry about it.
Of course I know Lilith.
You know Lilith?
Yes, I watched True Blood.
Oh, God.
You know that's where you first heard
No,
of it
I
too.
know Lilith from the fucking Torah.
You read the
No, I
Torah.
read the Torah, but it's in Judaism.
Oh, so you didn't read it.
No, but I know it from the Torah.
Okay, all right, stupid. You can't say you know it from somewhere, but you didn't actually read it, so
No,
you
I-
don't know. You just heard it referenced
Yeah,
with
that's what I
the
meant.
Torah.
Yeah.
You don't know it from the Torah.
But I do know from the Torah.
But you get mad at me, or you
I didn't get
not
mad.
but you roll your eyes at me
I
when
didn't
I
roll.
say
My eyes were straight.
you rolled your beady little
Trust
eyes.
me, I know when I roll my eyes. You'll see. My eyes fucking disappear when I roll
Well, you
them.
gave me a look.
What look?
They disappear.
They disappear, man. Since we're on the topic of the devil.
Well, yeah, I had first heard of Lilith with True Blood when it was Eric, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyways, that's
She's
neither
a crazy
here nor
bitch.
there.
I'll tell you that. That's why the Satan likes her.
So what idea or what thought popped into
What do you
your
think? Was
head?
that lap dance a deep?
I'm not even. I don't like the whole video, so that's why I stayed quiet. I really
okay.
like. I can't even talk about the video because I feel like I'm supporting it when I talk about it. So
What's wrong with supporting the video?
I don't like it. I can't say I don't like it and be like, oh yeah, I like this part or this part was good. I don't like any of it at all, like beginning to end.
You didn't like when he was sitting under the tree strumming
Even
the guitar? What's
even
wrong
the
with that?
intro. The intro, I was like, okay, like what kind of weird cartoony thing is this now?
It's not really cartoony, but the colors are very vibrant. And
No, it's cartoony. Those aren't real flowers and stuff. Those are cartoon flowers.
If you notice, when the flowers open, it was him in the.
Yeah,
it was his-
that's
it
why
was
they're
his
cartoon
snake-
flowers.
His snake version inside. Yeah,
Weird and cartoony.
it's just CGI.
Cartoony.
Okay, but you said something came into your mind.
So kind of along the topic, one of my family members were talking to me about a sensitive topic of theirs. Okay, cool. So they wanted to tell their dad, but they didn't want their dad to treat them a certain way after they tell their dad that, they're into the same sex. So I told them, do you want to tell your dad or do you want to tell him so somebody else doesn't? So they said a little bit of both. So I said, okay, don't tell him unless you really want to tell him. That's for you to develop that relationship with your dad. Like, if he treats you a certain way, now you know how he feels, period. He shouldn't, but at least you know. So they slept on it. And then we were speaking again the next day. And they said they still couldn't make up their mind and they wanted me to do it for them. So I said, okay, no problem. They said, okay, but don't tell him. Don't tell, my mom because...
Hey, your son thinks dick's delicious.
Because my mom already knows, but my mom doesn't like to talk about it or anything like that. She gets upset.
Was it a guy?
So she I hate this guy so much. I was doing so well. So the person, I said, okay, no problem. I'll tell your dad. So I called their dad and I'm like, okay, I need to talk to you about something. Are you busy? And they're like, no. I said, okay. So this is a very sensitive topic for this person. And, they do want to tell you, but they're nervous of how you react because, Jamaicans, right? So, are you okay?
Yeah. Just think you just be like your son thinks dick's
So,
like an old Jamaican and then what?
so they
I don't think the audience could understand anything you said.
That's okay. They hear my laugh.
It was just laughing and then what?
yeah, so I said, there's a very sensitive topic, blah, blah. So he's just like, oh, I think I know what it is. I said, okay, perfect. If you know what it is and I know what it is,
He didn't
then
know what it was.
we know what it is.
Did he know?
He knew what it was. He said that somebody kind of hinted something like that to him already. And they were just like, oh, I don't want to tell you. It's not my business to tell you. But they already kind of hinted it. So he figured. And I was just like, yeah, but when you speak to, your child about this, you be nice. Like, I understand you don't support it. However, they do want to develop a good relationship with you. And, this is the make or break realistically. So, just be careful how you talk to them, censor what you say because it's very, very touchy at this moment of this person's life. So he said, okay, he'll try. He kind of talked to me about it, which was fine. Like, vent to me. I'd rather you vent to me than when you open your mouth, you say it to them. But yeah, that's what Joe's story kind of reminded me of. And I was like, oh, that's crazy.
How did it turn out?
I don't know yet.
Oh, this is new.
This is today.
Oh, shit. Okay, this is fresh.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, speaking of family, I now met 3 of my cousins. We've been talking all week. I've been helping them with their life problems.
Who's gonna help you with yours?
Oh, nobody.
Damn, maybe if you meet one more, they can help you.
Just get a therapist, man.
Yeah, for real. Like, all jokes aside.
I've thought about it.
Oh, you have nothing to lose. Does your work have an employee assistance program?
No, of course we do.
Oh, so use that then.
I don't want to talk to nobody.
It's free counseling.
I know, but I don't want to talk to nobody.
Oh.
Tell me how to live my life.
They aren't gonna tell you how to live your life.
I want to be in solitude. I don't want to talk to nobody.
I want to be by myself.
That's how I want to live my life. Go with me.
All right, and moving on.
Sliding down a pole.
Did you guys hear in the latest of Guess Who's Being Canceled Next?
Isn't it King Batch?
Yep.
Yeah, you know he's from. I didn't know he's from Rexdale. I didn't know
knew
he's
that.
Canadian.
Yeah, he's Canadian.
Yeah, I saw the stuff he's.
Well, I didn't know specifically Rexdale, but I knew who's from Toronto.
I didn't know that. I was
Yeah.
really like. Okay, I found this stuff funny. Does that make me racist?
Yes.
Ah, dang it. I guess I don't like my.
Do
own
you know what
people.
he's being canceled for?
I saw it. Like, I saw a glimpse and I scrolled.
His old oh yeah.
It's like, that's funny. Oh, sorry.
But I get it. Like, he was making these way too recently to be, like sometimes back in the day it's like, okay, it was so long ago, leave it alone. But like, he made jokes. He made a lot of like Arab, Middle Eastern jokes.
Yeah, and an Arab played the Arab.
Huh? I know, but like,
Nope.
you can't
He got
make
popular.
jokes about like carjacking and bombing planes. Come on.
But see, the reason why I have an issue with it and why I didn't even look at it, because I know he's kind of a comedian. And to me, if somebody does stand up, like let's say that was Chris Rock, and he stood up and said the exact same thing, everybody's laughing and it's okay. But a guy who's just having fun and
He's
being
not
a
a stand-up.
comedian,
He's more of a comedic actor.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Think it
but
matters your medium. You
see,
can't.
to me,
I
that's
don't think
ridiculous.
we could say anything we want on this podcast and be like, we're comedians. It's not the right medium. If we were doing stand up, then that's different.
What do you mean?
We can't just you can't say anything in any format and just call it comedy.
What if
It
you're
has
a
to
comedy
be.
podcast?
It has to. But I still, my statement still stands. I think it has to be in the right medium. Kevin Hart in interviews cannot be as blunt and candid as
Well, that's
he
because
can
of his
in
brand.
But that's
in his-
an interview.
in his stand-up. But like any comedian.
No,
I think in the right setting, yes, you can say things and call it part of your routine. No, it's just a joke. It's whatever. But like, if someone records a conversation, or if you're having a conversation with someone and you say something insensitive, you can't be like, well, I'm a comedian, so that's okay. It depends on the medium of how you're saying.
Look at interviews with Mark Norman. Look at interviews with Tom Segura. Look at interviews with Bobby Lee. Look at interviews with like a bunch of other comedians. They'll be the exact same amount of way that they're on stage. You can be the same. Kevin Hart can't do that because Kevin Hart's brand is that he's family friendly, so he can't. He actually can't. Look at all the movies he's in. He can't.
Well, I just picked him because he's the first one that came to my mind, and then also I know he's been in like certain controversies for saying certain things.
Yeah, because he can't. He just can't. He's family friendly. That's the thing about
legally
Kevin.
he can't.
He's kind of can't.
I don't think it's legally. It's just
No, legally he can't.
legally you can say anything you want. It's not illegal to, but if it's about like not losing endorsements and not.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's family friendly. He can't. He's kind of like in that weird like PG-13 family friendly. So he can't be the same way he is on stage in an interview because you have to make Jumanji whatever for
Whoa!
fucking whatever it's called.
Wow.
Jumanji?
Yeah, but like look at other comedians. They're the same way. They'll be doing their bits and shit. I bring up Tom Segura. He's more like a household. Nah, not really. But he's more like a known comedian. Like Tom Segura used to call him. He'd joke. He would be in interviews like daytime television and be like, "Yeah, I identify as a non-binary, non-conforming." Like he would do all that shit.
I've also heard Tom Segura on a podcast. I think this episode was last year. It was definitely like more so in the height of lockdown because it was like a virtual thing. I believe he called in, and like he still made his type of jokes, but it was a lot more toned down because he wasn't on his own platform. I'm telling you, I listened to it. Because like a couple weeks before that, his wife Christina I can hardly
It's
ever.
Pazitsky.
Christina Pazitsky.
It's not that hard. I don't know why people struggle so hard.
Pazitsky.
Pazitsky.
Pazitsky?
It's like Pazitsky.
I don't think you're saying it right.
Oh, God.
Christina Pazitsky. It's close to that, but I feel like there's like a zh sound in there. I don't know. Whatever.
She's an Eastern blocker. It's okay.
Either way, love her. She's great. I feel like she was a lot more like out there with what she said on.
She still
on
is
that.
right now.
No, I'm talking about in that podcast. than he was, versus like on their own platform, on their own podcast and that sort of thing, and like their comedy. All I'm saying, I mean, that's just how I feel. I don't think that everything can like translate to each platform the same. That's just my opinion though, but I totally get what you guys are saying.
No, he's not gonna be in any movies anymore. Probably. Could be like, but it's like how you can't. I don't know, man. But it goes against. Once again, it goes against the narrative of like, I thought being black we can't be racist. So is this thing's actually racist?
No, he's just very prejudiced apparently.
I guess I don't fucking know anymore.
I think it's about perpetuating stereotypes, like the one.
But that's how he got popular.
Like the video of like one girl's eating watermelon. First of all, who eats a watermelon whole like that? And then one was eating.
That's the joke.
And then one was eating fried
whole
chicken.
I think she was eating a whole chicken.
No, I think it was a whole chicken, but it was a big piece.
I know.
And you know, two black guys run by, grab it from them, and the girls turn around and yell. Yeah, they yell Negro.
Yeah, Negroes. But like, he got. I don't know, man. We're all full of shit because we all watched that shit and we laughed.
I didn't.
You didn't laugh?
No, but I didn't laugh at most Vines. Some of them were really funny, but most of them it was just like,
I don't know. This
straight
dude
face
got
gang.
millions of followers for a reason.
I
don't think he should be canceled for it, but I definitely think that like these days you gotta
fuck
pivot.
these days.
I think everybody's,
You can't say fuck these days.
Yeah, we need a
Hugh,
World War III.
because it's like as annoying as it is. Remember we were talking about Kevin Samuels and about how his view of like market value. Right? It's like we can't determine, like for us a joke may be like, oh, it's too sensitive.
Yeah, we can't determine it.
But it's about what the market is, and the market, so it's like if you're putting out comedy, you can't say, oh well, da-da-da. It's about what the market is. And if
that's a terrifying thing.
If the general people say it's too much, then it's too much. It doesn't matter what we think.
But the thing is, it's not the general people, it's this fringe minority that just is really loud.
Well,
because if it was people actually cared, he wouldn't have gotten as popular as he was. Dave Chappelle's comedy special wouldn't be as popular as it was. There's so many like all these guys wouldn't get as popular as it would. The thing is that it's a small minority that's really loud, and everyone just pays attention to them. That's the problem.
If people are paying attention, that's all that matters.
No, they listen because they're scared.
If they were loud and like, you know, everyone was like, shut the fuck up.
Because people are too scared to say shut the fuck up, because if you do, you're going to get your whole life destroyed. That's the thing, you can't.
You want to grab the light when you get a chance?
Oh. Well.
But, yeah, I don't know. Does anything to add on that?
No, I don't see anything wrong with these canceling things. And
You don't see anything wrong with canceling?
No, I mean, like, I don't see anything wrong with why they are canceling these things.
Why?
Like his little skits and stuff, like I think they're fine. I think they're funny. If you don't think it's funny, don't watch it.
Exactly. It makes you think of like what Tyler Creator says. Like, how is there cyberbullying? Just turn off your computer.
Like, get off.
I don't know
it
that.
shouldn't be happening. Okay, but it is. So get off. Like, if you don't want to play PlayStation because these guys in the lobby are making fun of you, get out the lobby. Like I don't understand.
I say, like if you one comedy gets touched and starts getting censored, that is when you worry. That is not a good thing. Comedy and books should not be touched. I think
Bach will be fine. I don't think this is going to affect his career.
No, because you can say I'm black. I can't be racist. That's what I would say.
Well, he made jokes about other groups though, not just black people. But
he's canceling because of some of the black jokes. That's what all I saw.
I saw the Black Middle Eastern.
That one, and then
everyone's racially prejudiced.
And it's funny. I heard that it's Black Twitter that was trying to cancel him.
Yeah, don't try to please anybody.
Twitter,
do your own art. That's it.
Twitter is like home of some of like the funniest content, but like it's also like very toxic.
It's Twitter's Tumblr to me.
Even
it's a cesspool of hell.
Even like with the whole Lil Nas X thing, and him saying like, "Who cares what people think? You know, do what you want to do." But here we are canceling people who are doing what they want to do.
No, the whole message is kind of bullshit in the grand scheme of things.
Doesn't make sense.
Lil Nas X. I can't even fucking talk. Lil Nas X's message was more so about homosexuality and the people who try to convince him that he needs to act straight or not, you know, act a certain way.
But it's like people are convincing you can't say this and you can't express yourself this way, right? Because it's not right or whatever the case is.
As it regards to sexuality and homosexuality specifically, yeah.
Well, and now praising the devil with the shoes, so...
Well, I'm talking mostly about the music video. The shoes, I think, were just
that's what I'm saying. You can...
It's like a gimmicky thing to like compliment the video.
I can watch something and I can interpret it this way. You can watch the same thing and interpret it that way, and Hugh interpret it differently.
Of course.
So... people saying, you know, be free and all these things. Great. I'm all here for it. However, you can't say be free, but you can do this, but you can't do that. because that's your freedom and this is his freedom, but his freedom's not okay. So if everyone's gonna be free,
you actually can
be free.
Yeah, you can do that, and people should actually.
See, then that doesn't make sense.
You can be free to be homosexual, but you can't be free to touch little children. And I'm gonna tell you,
you can be free to do that, but you're going to die. You're going to go to jail. It's not okay. It is. I'm not saying it's okay,
Not for being gay.
but you can't, pick and choose
be
what
specific,
people.
not the being gay part, the pedophilia
Oh
part.
yeah. You can't.
You're
pick
going
and,
to jail, sir, for homophobia.
You can't pick and choose what people interpret as their freedom. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you think being a murderer is being free, good luck with your life. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
I'm not saying you should
go
do
live
it.
in your chaotic utopia
But
and be happy.
Free is free.
For
you can't
him,
tell
it
somebody
clearly
what
is.
their freedom is.
Yeah, freedom is a very touchy thing because freedom's not. Everyone wants freedom, but no one wants the responsibility that comes with freedom.
I do agree with that.
Freedom is a very difficult thing to have.
But I don't know. Was I the one, or I don't believe Lil Nas X uses the word freedom, and I don't believe I did either. I think that was your own
No,
interpretation.
I'm saying
But let
freedom.
me
Being who you want
double-check.
is being free.
Hope you're mad, stay mad, anger, yeah, and then
He said, "Be who you want to be. Don't let anyone tell you." And I
it says
understand.
stay the fuck out of other people's lives and stop
Okay.
dictating who they should be,
Okay.
sending you love from the future.
So
That was his message to his younger
himself.
self. Yes.
Exactly. So you're saying that's a nice message. I get it. It is a nice message for people who feel that way. However, suppose somebody feels that way, but not in, their sexuality, in a different type of way, and that message is, they're telling, okay, now I feel better. I feel like I can go do this. To everybody else, that's not right, but they feel free. The same people where people get a adrenaline rush and they feel free doing, skydiving and crazy things. To somebody else, that's not freedom. That's terrifying.
But what you're doing is picking and choosing the words and blurring the lines of what's right and wrong.
But I'm just saying, you
the
can't
difference,
say...
No. The difference
be
is
who
when
you
you
are.
talk about being gay, right? It does not, it doesn't affect anyone aside from the person who is gay, right? And then whoever their partner is, and you would assume that they also are a consenting partner. Versus if someone murders someone, I don't think the other people are consenting. When someone is molested, when someone is assaulted, when someone is robbed, when someone is hit and run, there's not another consenting party. So what you're doing is you're skewing your version by using the word free and saying, oh, but everyone feels like they're free, but
So let's not use free. Doing what you want.
I consent to you murdering this person.
Right, but what I'm saying is you're focusing on the wrong thing, and the difference is that him being gay is not hurting anyone, but people are so focused on tearing down people in that community and telling them what the way they're living their life is wrong. So them doing it and them being, as you like to say, free doesn't hurt anyone. It maybe makes some people mad, but it doesn't hurt anyone. Versus the example you're trying to give, it actually hurts a lot of people.
That's people's interpretation.
Oh, it's my interpretation that murder
I
hurts
said people's.
people?
I
Okay,
said people's.
all right.
That's people's interpretation
Yes,
of
it
what he
is.
said. And I get that. However, if somebody else
what do you mean
interprets
that's people's
it differently.
interpretation? How do you know that's people's interpretation?
No, what you're
You
saying.
just
What you're
heard-
saying. I'm talking about what you're saying.
Eugene,
I'm talking about what you're saying. Okay, I understand what you are saying. However, if somebody interprets that differently, now they're to be blamed because they interpret it differently.
Yeah, I'm not
So-
excusing idiot.
So if I say
If
something
you're
to
an
a girl, to a woman, and she interprets it differently, it's not my fault then. It's her fault because she interpreted it differently? No. It's the same thing. He said something. If somebody he didn't mean it like that. Okay, but somebody took it like that. So now we're blaming the person because...
No,
My head hurts.
I think, yeah, mine too, because I feel like this whole conversation is very unnecessary. But what I will say is, in terms of how you interpret something, I think it depends, but the fault lies on both. Because I could say something, I could be like, oh, can you move that for me? But I'm not clear. So you may move the box when I meant for you to move the table. You know what I mean? So that's on me for not being clear. But if I'm like, hey, can you move that box there, the one on the top? Can you move it 2 feet to the left? And then you do something completely different. Then that's on you because you interpreted it wrong or you're just an idiot or whatever. You know what I mean? So interpretation, yes, but it goes by case basis because you have to gauge how the situation was explained or told in order to see how it was then interpreted. It's not a blanket thing. You can't say the interpretation always lies on the person who says it or always lies on the person who receives it.
I need a new blanket.
A weighted one?
No, the weighted one's
Oh, you bought a weighted one,
Yeah,
right?
I did, but I did. It sucks because it's too small, man. It's too small.
Oh, it's like size of like a throw blanket.
No, it's like it was queen, but it's like it's weird. It's like width-wise, it's weird. It's just size.
So you can't like turn it.
You can't want to because it's weighted. So when you want to, that's the thing that's annoying about it. Weighted blankets are good because like you give you a very deep sleep. But it's annoying because you have to figure out which way you want to sleep because it's not just like it's dead weight, so it feels heavier than it actually is.
Of course.
Like I've picked it up and like, oh shit.
That's why I've been like nervous to
Get a light one. I got a heavy one.
But I think the lightest
do
you
you
can
want a
get is
weighted
like
blanket?
10, 15.
It helps you sleep.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, it actually really helps you sleep.
Oh, I forget people need help sleeping.
Also,
And you don't toss and turn. If you move a lot, it helps.
Did you ever
with
see
that
the
too.
video when like someone was throwing a blanket to someone? It was a weighted blanket,
Yeah.
and like it literally like snapped the girl's neck back, and she just because it was
no.
so heavy.
No, it's not even that. It's dead weight. That's the thing.
Well, yeah. Well,
So it's like because whenever I pick it up, I'm
I
always
would
so.
hope it's not alive. Jesus.
Yeah, maybe no, because every time I pick mine up, I'm always so careful. 'Cause I'm like, I don't want to fuck myself up. Like, how much? I think mine's 20 pounds. I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, but then when I pick
I
it
think
up,
the
it's like
common
40.
ones are like
It's like 5 to 20.
15 and no, I've never seen a 5.
I've seen 5.
Have you?
I'm pretty sure I've seen 5. Yeah.
I've seen 10, but I think the common ones that I see are 15 and
It's
20.
good. Beginner is like 10. I was like, fuck it. I think mine's 20. I went all in.
I think you did mention it was 20. If not, it's at least 15. You don't have lighter than that.
No, it's
I don't
20.
think.
It's 20. I went all in. No, it's good. It's just
Do you use it often?
not as often as it's not now. I'm gonna probably start using more often because it's warmer. Because it doesn't.
Wouldn't it be better to use it in the winter?
No, 'cause it's not a warm blanket. It's not super warm. So then you like because for me I
You
heat
would
up.
think because it's weighted that
Nah,
it means that it's a little heavier. But
For me, I sweat very easily in my sleep too. Right, so 2 blankets is too much. And I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night in cold sweats and be like, man, that's why I like my hoodie. I can't go to sleep in it because I always wake up in the middle of the night just like covered in sweat. I'm just like, fuck, I just take it off and go back to sleep.
Well, something else happened recently in the middle of the night. Des, you can take this story. Beyonce got robbed recently.
Oh shit! I was like, oh my god, what happened in the middle of the night? Yes. So Beyonce's storage unit, 3 of her storage units
Where?
to be exact, and I want to say L.A., but that was a very good question.
It's probably all right.
So 3 of her storage units got robbed, and
It's probably an inside job.
it was pretty much they didn't take anything super crazy like jewelry.
Yeah.
It was mostly bags, kid stuff, toys, stuff like that.
No, just get rid of your shit, buddy.
That's
I think some of it
I
was
thought
like
too.
her stylist had some stuff in there.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're assuming it's the same people who robbed Miley Cyrus's storage units in January. But they made off with about $1 million worth of stuff,
Oh wow.
which I don't think it's that much
That's not
in my eyes.
Today's
Yeah.
days no.
Wasn't the story that they broke in to one and they found out that some of the stuff belonged to Beyonce, so they hit back the storage unit, and I'm sure they hit a few other like
This is in the same
people's-
night though.
okay, but
That they did Beyonce's.
They did go back again though and hit 2 more of hers.
Probably an
But what I'm
inside
saying
job.
is they probably wouldn't know exactly which one is hers.
No, it's
So
probably
like
an inside
other
job.
random people units probably got hit as well, but they're just not in the
Do you
news.
think so? I feel like this was an inside job. I'm not gonna lie to you.
probably
If it's an inside job, then they would know. But like
Yeah.
you have to be really inside. I don't even know like the exact number of my storage unit without like looking into it, let alone like for someone else to know
That was
it.
an
Like
inside job.
that has to be real inside.
Yeah, I was in LA.
Whatever. LA's going to shit. Oh well.
Tell me what you want.
It's a good song.
It's crazy. Florida's actually really open. Like I
Oh,
know,
Florida's been open.
I know you've said it before, and I know we
Florida's
talked
been
about
open,
it before.
bro.
But my cousin's in Florida, and I said something
They're all
about
just like,
like,
woo!
like it would be nice to go out to a restaurant and like eat.
They're just like,
And she's just like, please, we've been doing that.
yeah, the South has been open, man.
Like that's just crazy.
South is good. Sometimes I wish I was down south right now. But I'm just.
He wants to eat vagina.
I don't think. Okay, that creepy laugh in unison. No, Hugh. No, you always use the term down under. You don't say down south.
Yeah, down under.
Yeah,
Oh.
like
Or
Australia.
Australian
That
kiss.
doesn't sound fun.
It's Australian kiss.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I
Down
take it
south.
back.
Down south is you, Des.
Yeah,
You're down
yeah. I'm
south.
definitely
He's
a down
down
south.
under. I'm in church. Well, yeah. After what I was just talking about, I guess I'm not. But Okay, so Young Miami from City Girls.
It's Young Miami. There's a Young Miami?
Is it not?
I don't know these fucking people.
Who are you guys talking about?
What's her name? City Girls.
Oh, her name's Young What's the other one?
JT?
I don't fucking
What's
know.
a song?
What do you mean? I'm not talking about a song. I'm talking about a story.
Oh, okay. What happened?
See, now it's gonna bother me.
They're artists, no?
Yeah,
They're rappers.
They made that City Girl song.
It's Young Miami.
I didn't know she had a name. All I know is them was the City Girls.
Yeah, but
Hot Girl Summer.
Is that them?
Okay.
yeah.
No, I think Hot
Real
Girl
ass
Summer.
bitch, give up. But
nigga,
yeah.
that's them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I know who they are.
Fucking.
But that's not the point. You
Quavo is a
idiot.
city boy, man.
What?
Quavo is a city boy. Oh, I want to bring up. Yeah, after you just do it.
Oh my god, I hate trying to get a story out with you guys. So one of the City Girls recently tweeted, if you are in a relationship and you're spending your own money on a majority of everything, you should be single.
Did she say the gender?
She didn't specify.
Oh god.
But most of the responses seem to think that she was talking directly to women.
Yeah, it's obvious she was.
Because men, tend to make more money and are known to be the providers in like heterosexual relationships and stuff. So I wanted to ask you guys what you think. Do you agree that a man should financially provide for a significant amount of things when in a relationship?
You go first.
Nope. 50-50.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
50-50. If you have the money too, sure, why not? If the girl's doing her part, then sure, I don't see why not. I'm into both. I'm like, do 50-50, but if she's doing her part and because normally a girl that wants a guy that's pays for everything, they tend to probably want a traditional type of dude. So if she's being a traditional type of woman, I don't see the problem.
And just for clarification, what do you mean by traditional? Like, take care of the kids and that sort of thing?
Yep.
But in your eyes, I'm talking specifically about you, if she is the primary caregiver to the children, but you guys are married or living together or whatever, does that mean that you have no involvement in the children being raised?
No, you can be a father.
Okay, I'm just asking. I just wanted clarification because some men are like, leave them. I'll talk to them when they're 10 or something.
How do you feel? To the question.
I think it depends. I'm kind of on Hugh's side of things. The reason it was funny, and I hate the fact that we reference this man so much.
Quavo?
No, who references Quavo a lot around here? You brought him up once, and now you're just like, ugh.
The city boy, man.
Are you a Quavo fan?
After the shit he's doing right now, I might be.
Oh, God, bitch, I might be.
Repossessing that car and all that stuff, I might be, man. Do your shit, king. You got this, king. That's right.
Wow. First of all, you've never in your life, not once, referred to any woman as a queen, but you're gonna call him king? Get the fuck out of here,
bro. No one gives king support.
Look
we
at
give
you.
all you queen support.
Why are you smirking?
Give the king some support.
Why are you grinning?
Bro.
You're such a dick. Okay, that went from he's having a good time to a straight up evil laugh.
Bro, I'm
and now
supporting
I'm
my
uncomfortable.
Quavo's not
support
a king.
your king.
Quavo's toxic as fuck.
Support your king.
He's not a king.
No, but I feel like most men, like Des, would say that they disagree with this philosophy. But according to y'all's favorite controversial relationship guru, Kevin Samuels, men are supposed to be the providers so that women can fall into the role of taking care of, kind of what you said. So it's if you, Des, since you say you agree with everything that Kevin Samuels says for the most part, why do I say
50-50?
Yeah.
Because we talked about this before on the podcast, and the final solution was it depends on who makes more. It depends on their relationship and how it is, and women don't necessarily just want to have kids and stay at home and da. So if it wasn't based off of that conversation, I would agree with that for sure. I'm okay with it.
Kevin Samuels is way of thinking, it's not even just, I know Hugh had mentioned kids, and that is part of it, but it's not just about kids.
No, I'm going based off of,
her job is to look good and be the submissive one, kids or no kids in the equation, and he's the provider. He works.
I'm going based off of what the question is,
has
though,
the money,
because it said men.
Well, it wasn't a question, it was a statement.
Made.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the question
I
you asked. Yeah. I'm going based off of the question you asked. That's why I said 50-50, because now if we're being specific with men, then No, I believe it should be 50-50.
Right, but I feel like maybe you did and I just didn't quite understand, but I feel like you didn't actually answer what I said. You're answering my initial question, but I said if you agree with Kevin Samuels, which you confirm that you do, his philosophy does not agree that it should be 50-50 no matter what. If the man is the one being the high value man, making money and having all this status, that he takes care of his woman. So
that's in the context of a high value man, though. If you're being the high
right,
value
no, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying as someone,
I agree with what he's saying, but I don't
supports,
consider myself a high value man, so that's why I'm out of that.
A couple episodes ago, you said that you are a high value
I didn't say
man.
I'm high value
If
man.
not, hold on, let me finish. You said that you are, if not, you're very close to being one. So
he said that.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't.
He did.
About me? No.
Yeah, you
Because
did.
remember, Hugh was like, "Oh, he gives himself a this out of this." I'm like a 2. I'm like a 3.
no. But you're talking about ranking looks.
No, we're talking about value.
No,
Do I consider
I
myself?
have to find the soundbite. You for sure.
Yeah,
He
because
said-
I don't
When we-
recall
when-
calling I would
It
never
was-
call
it
myself high
was-
value.
It was when we were reading out like the different traits of like what makes a high value man. You're like, oh, this kind of sounds like me. Like I think like you live.
Did I say it in a joking way or serious?
You were
Because there's
serious.
no way I could have been serious
I mean,
about
to be
that.
fair, everything you say on the podcast kind of sounds like a joke. But
I feel like he would be joking about that. 'cause
I don't know. But either way,
Yeah,
I
no, I'm
took-
gonna
I
have to
took it
listen
as-
to it again
like,
because
for
I
me,
could.
I know my place. I'm below value.
Yeah.
Bro, I know my place in the totem pole.
Like I'm not at the bottom, but I would not be like, yeah, I'm high value.
here's the
If you want to compare it to people,
here's me right now.
if we want to talk about like if we're comparing it to and the marketplace, we're going with people I
we're
went to school with.
comparing.
No, I mean like
people-
if we're going with
No,
marketplace,
Des, don't do that.
because
That's
we're
not
talking
nice.
about value.
I know, but don't compare it to people who went to school.
I'm
with
just
you.
saying.
No.
Do what you want. Do what you want.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna consider myself high value because the shit I see, I'm like,
you
whoa.
went to Pope. You know.
You see what I'm? Whoa.
Okay, but we're not talking about the Pope John
But if-
Paul market.
that's what I'm saying.
That's
If
not
their
a
We're
market.
talking about the general
like
market.
general
fucking-
market. God, no,
fucking
Jesus
you,
Value
Christ.
you
Mart.
live in Toronto, Ontario, so
I
that would
am
be your
not
market.
high, then I'm not high value.
not your
Shit.
not your high school like that.
I'm
That's
just saying.
not a market.
I think I've lowered my ranking of looks. I've been.
That's so funny. You're so funny.
I went from like a 6 to like a 5. I'm happy with the 5. I'm
Why?
happy with the 5. Because I'm being more on. Because I'm like if Michael B. Jordan, he's like an 8, right?
I'm like a 3.
Michael B. Jordan's a 10.
Michael B. Jordan
It's a
is
10,
like
really?
a 9.7.
9.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Michael B. Jordan's up there.
Really?
Yeah. Just it's when he has his Steve Harvey mustache, it's like ooh. But everything else is.
I don't know, I feel like he's
wonderful.
got a weird like chin neck thing. But
What would you say? What would you say prime Channing Tatum is?
Channing Tatum to me is pretty average.
Really?
I don't know. I would give him like a maybe
When
like,
he first came out, and like
I'd
I
give
saw
him,
him
like,
in
a
movies,
7.
I'm like,
You said
this is
Michael
a
B. Jordan has a weird chin? What? Look at this picture.
look at Hugh smiling. He's like, oh,
He's smiling looking
this
at
nigga
Michael
cute.
B. Jordan.
really? He's like,
Shit.
he's 9.5. Yeah, I'll give him a 9. Yeah, I'm like, am I close to that?
almost
Like, am I close to, like I say, as I stand right now, I think my rating, if I actually discipline myself, I think my rating may go up a little bit after like the summer or during the summer. But as of right now, I'm happy with the 5.
Okay, you can't go on based off of future shit that's never.
I'm hoping that I go up in like my look ranking. As of
Okay.
right now, I'm looking right now. I look disheveled as fuck. Like my fucking facial hair is coming in, my mustache. I look weird. But I guess myself going back to a 6. I'm happy with a 6. You know.
And then what were you saying about Channing Tatum?
no, I said, what do you consider him in his prime?
me
Yeah, in
personally?
his prime. Because I thought he was a very good-looking white man in his prime. I'd watch movies with him, and I'm like, shit,
I might be a little gay.
shit.
But like Channing Tatum is like not my type.
Wow.
But like I always recognized he was a good looking man, but like I would probably rate Channing at like a
Like a 7.
6.87.
But is this because he's not your type, or
I don't know.
based off
I've seen a
of-
lot of white
That's
guys look
my
like him.
personal
Okay,
rating.
okay.
Yeah, me
But I
I've seen
still consider that to be good looking.
Okay.
Like, you know, I'm not saying like a 7 is ugly.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good looking man, but he's a 7.
like, what's the lowest number you would go for by ranking someone? Looks wise.
I'd go to 0. Are you crazy? I'd go as low as it gets. It's a rank.
Because
What do you want
the
me to
thing
do?
is
Okay.
that like when
I wouldn't tell
I was
someone.
gonna say, like, to be clear, like I
we're
don't
shallow
know.
as fuck, but it doesn't matter. Everyone's shallow.
No, I was gonna say like I don't know. For me, it's hard to just like rate someone only on their looks. Like I have.
But that's what we're doing.
Well, I was going to say, thank you for cutting me off, that when I think of like, oh, how would you rate Channing Tatum? I think about like what I've seen, like how I've seen him talk in his personality and in his like interviews and like stuff like that, and the same with Michael B. Jordan, because that's what I was gonna say. Like he has but that to me is part of your attractiveness.
None of that matters.
Can I tell
based
you,
off of looks.
If I just see someone and I've never heard them speak, never seen them like move in real life, they're gonna get a low rating, because to me that's like I can't imagine it, so it's creepy.
Okay, I like that. So Michael B. Jordan, just off of looks.
But like I can't, because I've seen him act. I've seen him.
You can't take that out of your mind.
No, I can't.
Really?
No,
like Ariana Grande, I'm gonna give her a 6. But because I love her and I love that little cat thing, she's gone up to a 9.
She was underage when she played cat. So
so was I when I wanted to stick my dick in her.
But you made that statement right now. Oh, you weirdo.
And at the time, the way I felt, how I felt about her, I was not of age either.
All right.
So it was great.
The thing is that as you get older, especially dudes, that your rank, you don't care anymore. Because this is what I like.
Maybe she was in her like early 20s. I don't know.
No. She was yeah.
But the thing is, like, I think it's also, I was going to allude to something. I was going to say something else too. I think one thing that people should do is have an old friend, like an old senior friend. Because it's just good to learn from them. Because my neighbor, I remember we're both like standing we're like at my front yard.
We're gonna teach you outdated racist shit.
No, that's very.
Fucking
no, you just
boomers are stuck in their way. I was trying to educate my mom the other day on like I was like, don't be one of those ignorant boomers who like don't want to change because they're stuck in their ways.
Too. Everyone's a little bit ignorant.
I know, but like like each generation, like refuses to change a little like so like millennials, they say like millennials and Gen Z have their thing, but then like as you get older, it's like boomers are looking at Gen Zers like they're just a whole different species.
I look at them as a whole different
I look
species.
at them like a whole different
Gen
world.
Xers and we all look at them, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah, what is going on with you guys?
You guys can't lift
I have some friends. I'll call them friends. I don't mind. I have some friends that are Gen Z, and I'm just like, what is wrong with you guys? And they're like, I don't know. And I'm like, yeah, you guys are weird.
No, like this. I don't know. We're just like hanging out. No, it's good to have old friends because they kind of. You kind of learn from them and be like, ask them like, I don't know, you realize that you don't need a lot in life to have an enjoyable life. That's why I learn a lot from them. But like, it's funny, like, we're just like standing on my front yard and we're just like talking because our dogs were like playing and shit. And he's like, oh, you see that girl over there? She's like a 10. I'm like, buddy, that girl's a solid like 2. And he's like, you see her ass? And I'm like, she has no ass. He's like, no, it's a lot of booty to me, son. And I'm like, oh, what's wrong with you? Oh man,
right? But that's the thing. It's like beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
And
like,
bro, no one's beholding that shit.
But like, what is your type may not necessarily be Dez's type. So what you
no,
find,
it's definitely not. It's definitely not. You hear the porn we watch? Everything we do is opposite.
No, I think we like.
I like legs.
Legs are cool. I don't know. Legs are cool, I guess.
I like butt. I don't like breasts.
I like butts.
But
I've been looking at titties more often.
I hate titties.
I hate. But I don't care for them.
I think
much.
they're actually completely...
Like A's are like whatever. I could deal with them A's.
And you can deal with?
Yeah.
The smaller the better for me.
I don't want.
I love them.
I like a little bit of jiggle in my.
I don't like them.
I'm a butt guy, but I don't care about the size. To me, it's just shape that.
Really? I love the size. I
don't like. But to me, the shape's more important than the size. I've seen some like big butts. I'm like,
and they're flat. Yeah, I got what you
like
mean.
when I see a flat big butt on both sexes, I'm like, what are you doing with your life?
I like lips. I can't do the no lips thing.
I like
to bite on a lip, so I can't.
I appreciate some lips.
And you have to have like eyes that make me feel like I can tell what you're thinking. You can't have dead eyes.
I guess I haven't thought that deep.
Joe, you okay? You're over here just laughing.
I haven't looked that deep into it.
Oh no, I'm in it. Like I study. I'm like, oh yes, look at her eyes, because we all wear masks now. So look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. Hi, how are you? Oh, I'm fine. Thank you. I don't. The voice.
Yeah. No, this is funny. I don't know. We just like. He's like, oh, so you're a butt man, and we're just joking about that shit. And yeah, it was just funny.
I feel like
old dudes.
Our generation, I feel like we were. I'm gonna go with stubborn, because like I said, nothing's ever explained to us as kids. It was just don't do it because I said so. I feel like Gen Z they're not stubborn. They're entitled. I feel
they're extremely entitled.
If you are Gen Z and you're not entitled, that's okay. That's good.
You're a rare gem. Stay that way.
Because even my brother, I'm just like, are you stupid? I will slap the black off of your face.
But they used to call millennials entitled too.
not to the level that these
No
fucking Zoomers
way.
are.
Right now, they're saying that Gen Z is more entitled, but at the time when we were that age, they were like, "This whole generation
And then
is
boomers
so
are also entitled in some sort of way.
Were
At
they?
the time, if you look at boomers
That's what
how
I'm
they
saying.
were,
Like, it's just a generational.
but the
thing.
two other great generations, like they're actually called the Great Generation. Those guys weren't entitled because they had to go to fucking war.
That sounds like a great generation.
Those like like our grandparents and shit, and our
I wish my generation could be called the Great Generation.
but we're not.
We're not.
We're not.
So we're
The
not.
last great generation was our fucking our
Forefathers.
grandparents. And there was the last. The ones that fought in World War II, those were the last great ones. After that, went downhill. Went downhill from there, buddy. No one gives a fuck about Gen X.
Like my brother will wake up and be like, "Mom, can you drop me to school?" And I'm like,
go walk.
I don't get it.
How far is he from school?
It's not that far. It's a 15-minute walk.
Oh, fuck off.
However, I used to do that walk. I used to wake up on purpose so my mom wouldn't drive me to school.
Bro, I've walked in snowstorms.
Like, I don't know. That's what I'm telling them.
Mine
Like,
is
I've walked in the
30.
rain. I wouldn't call mom and be like, "Mom, I need you to pick me up because it's supposed to rain." What if it rains and I'm on my way home? What do you mean? Run!
I always make me and my friend make this
God.
joke. Like, we need a world
Oh, God.
War.
Joe,
We need a World War III.
I hear
make
you.
These
He says it
fucks.
every episode.
I'm obviously joking. It's
He
gonna
said
happen
it, and you're
later.
just like-
But
Oh, I was just breathing, but you are right. He does
Don't
say
worry,
it
man.
every week.
hey, man, it's okay. It's okay.
How are you gonna say it's okay?
I'm gonna have to fight in it anyways if there's gonna be a draft. Me and Des are going.
Deport me.
You're getting deported to the war,
me
buddy.
to Jamaica. I don't care.
Yeah, he was born there. Remember?
Oh, you could.
Yeah. Send me home if I don't want to do it. I don't care. I'm not
No,
fighting.
don't send home. Just go home. Don't tell anyone.
Like, I'm not doing it.
Just go. Don't
I'm
say
not
anything. Just
going
go.
no
Don't
way.
say anything. Just go.
I promise you I won't run. People are shooting at me. Kill me. I'm not running.
Take me out.
To me, the scariest thing is like running and still getting caught because now you wasted all that
It's
energy
like, fuck, I ran for nothing.
for nothing.
Now I'm a POW.
It's even like in scary movies when they're running. I'm like, no, I'm gonna sit there, close my eyes, and if you kill me, you kill me. Hopefully, you don't catch me, but my bad. Look, the girl's running in a straight line. What an idiot! Lay dead.
Serpentine, come on.
Nah, I couldn't do it. I don't have the heart for it.
I like Zoomers, but at the same time, I'm like, guys, shut up. Because that's the sign of us getting old.
Zoomers?
That's what I call them, Zoomers. I call them-
Zoomers is in between boomer and
What?
What is
millennial.
Zoomers?
Really?
Oh no, Zoomers are younger, right?
I thought Gen Z was. I called them Zoomers also.
No, they are. I'm mixing it up. There's a
They're,
name.
that's
there's-
what Gen Z is called. Zoomers.
some people call them Zoomers.
I call them Zoomers.
Oh God, that's
It's
so
kinda-
ugly.
I know, that's why I call them that, because I don't fucking respect
No.
them yet.
What is the one for the people who are older, like between millennial and boomer?
That's Gen X.
Yeah.
But there's like a short, like kind of like a Zoomer name
No,
for them.
I don't
Yeah,
think
there is.
so.
There's another name.
I
Okay,
don't
it's
know.
okay. All right.
Gen X. No one gives a fuck about Gen X. No, literally, no one
Yeah,
cares
that's
about Gen
very
X.
because
true.
they keep quiet. And
Yeah,
they keep to
they do.
themselves.
Yeah, who
Yeah,
cares
my
about
cousin's
them?
very much like that.
Okay, so now we are gonna move on because we have reached that point. Okay, listen. Lil Nas X is gonna send the devil for you if you
Can I
keep
just
singing
say,
this song.
the great quote of Quavo, why he broke it. He said, Quavo said, he can't forgive Swati for catching him cheating.
What?
And I feel that it's about trust. That's what Quavo said.
You mean Sweetie?
Well, that's what he said. He said, Quavo said.
You said
can't-
Swati.
Swat, whatever the fuck her name is. The stupid ass name.
That's why I
anyway.
said, wait, what? I'm like, who's Swati?
That is hilarious.
Whatever. It's a dumb name. I don't know. You understand you hear what I said though? Guys, want me to say it again? Quavo said he can't
Yeah,
forgive
he's an idiot.
Swati for catching him cheating, and I feel that it's about trust. I'm like, what the fuck? Kind of
I
toxic
trusted you
shit?
to not catch me
That's the
cheating.
most toxic shit I've ever
I
heard.
trusted you and you still
How
caught
dare
me.
you catch me fucking someone else?
Yeah,
You were
he's-
supposed to believe where I was.
These men are full of shit.
That's a city boy right there. That's a city boy. Damn self.
Okay, for real, because we are behind. So we got to get to this listener question. If you guys are listening and you're interested in writing in or having your question answered on the podcast, you can do so by writing into thissquareroom.com/ask. We will accept a question, a story, anything you want to share with us that you are hoping would make it onto the podcast.
There you go.
So, really, are we gonna forget how you fumbled trying to say Jumanji
Bro, I'm upstairs.
earlier?
I'm upstairs class. People expect this from me.
Eugene, that was years ago. Get over it.
It's not years ago. I'm still upstairs. I haven't left.
couldn't find the door.
Yeah, why do you think I'm upstairs? Shit.
I feel like that's inappropriate.
Yeah, well, welcome to this podcast.
It's like I don't know for sure, but my gut is telling me.
You can interpret that any way you want. I probably even said that wrong.
I'll interpret that however I want to interpret that.
Yeah, it's the reason why I was there, man. It's the reason why I was there playing checkers. You couldn't play chess.
Yeah, you know what's so funny? If I like fumble on a word, both of you guys will get at me.
Yeah, we're hypocrites.
Like, you can't speak. You say words funny, and it's like, damn.
Yeah,
I probably am the most articulate one on the podcast, which says a lot because I'm not saying I'm super articulate, but
articulate.
Oh,
you thought you said articulate.
No, don't you
No,
try it.
I think with Hugh, it's just at this point we expect it, right?
My brain.
And every time I say
no,
certain
I'm still
words,
disappointed. Yeah, for you it's certain words.
you're still disappointed. I'm not anymore. Notice I don't even say anything anymore. I expect
because
it.
I actually believe in Hugh-Gene, and
I don't.
I
don't.
I hold him at a certain standard, and I
because
refuse to lower my standards.
My brain is just like woo, and then my words.
I can see
my
it.
mouth can't keep up.
Yours is just ignorance because
No,
you know
100%.
that you say words wrong, and you're like, I'm gonna.
Because I don't
say
feel like
majority.
it's wrong, so I'm gonna keep going.
It's like fuck.
Well, some of them you don't realize as well, because I don't think you realize how you would say majority.
No, I still
and
don't get
think
it.
how
It's like
much,
Julian from Trailer Park Boys.
How
You still
much
say
you
the words
realize
properly.
you say majority?
I say majority a lot.
You say majority of the time. It's a majority.
Hey, if you
But
want
majority. Ew.
yeah, say it the way you want to
majority.
say it, and I won't judge you. I'll accept you for the way you are. It's okay.
Majority.
Words are words.
I refuse to accept subpar behavior from you guys.
That's discrimination.
Well, it is what it is. Okay,
I like it.
so today's question is from Anonymous.
Anonymous.
And it's short and simple. It says, is it okay for a guy to take his platonic female friend out for dinner when they have a girlfriend? What about the other way around? Hugh?
Is it okay for him to just take his friend out for dinner?
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know if you guys are just friends.
Des?
I think if your significant other knows this person and is okay with it, then I don't see anything wrong.
Yeah.
But if it's somebody that makes your significant other uncomfortable, I wouldn't say go out for dinner. But if you really need to speak to this person, I feel like you can do it other than dinner.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, I mean, if it's their birthday and you run that by, like if you're hiding it and being sneaky about it, it's not okay.
Yeah, that's weird.
But if you're like, you know what, I don't see this person often. You know, I don't want to bring the person here, whether it's a male or female. I don't want to bring them here. You know, I'm just going to take them out for their birthday, a quick dinner, and we're only going here, and you're being honest about it. You're back in half an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
You know,
Most dinners are not half an hour.
I know, but I was just saying,
Unless you're
like,
going
right
through a
away.
friggin' drive-through.
So, do I think it's okay? I think it's okay as long as your partner's okay with it. If your partner's not, then obviously it's not okay.
Yeah, and this person, you did specify, like, you know, like a man and a woman, and then the other way around. But I think it's the same both ways. Like, I think that as long as you tell them and are not sneaking around, because like if you're sneaking around, then that means that
you know something's wrong.
in your gut that something is wrong. And as long as they're comfortable with it, like I think if it's like an ex, then I don't think that's okay. If it's, I mean, again, it depends on your partner, really. I feel like it's hard for us to answer this. It depends on who you're dating, but I think they for sure need to know. You don't want to be sneaking around or lying to them about doing it, and as long as they're okay with it, it doesn't matter. Like, you're allowed to have friends, and and you should allow them to do the same though.
Yeah, because for me, like,
be a hypocrite. Don't.
I'm okay with it. Like,
Be a
honestly,
city
you
boy.
don't even have to tell me beforehand. You don't have to ask me. I get the courtesy of it, but you don't have to. You have your own life. I have my own. If you're the type of person I want to know, I'll tell you, no problem. But you don't have to tell me in return.
I would want to know, but not like a permission thing, but just like a common courtesy. Like if we're in a relationship, then fuck yeah, obviously tell me. But like,
Is that the only
But
question?
as long as it's not a person that I hate, then it's fine, because everything else I can deal with. Like if it's somebody I hate, oh God, you can be their friend even though I hate them, but you're not allowed to hang out with them because I hate them.
if they've disrespected me as your girlfriend, then like, fuck, they better take themselves to dinner. Sorry. Good luck.
Can I ask a question based off of this question?
Sure.
Okay, so what would I need both your answers. So let's say I have a girlfriend. Okay, let's say me and Joe are dating, Hugh. Okay, I'll ask you first, then I'll ask Joe. Let's say me and Joe are dating.
Oh, you're
and-
asking him first.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Let's say me and Joe are dating, and me and you are friends, and obviously you know Joe. So me and Joe go somewhere where you know other people. you know, we go somewhere that people know you. Sorry, people know you. Joe is talking to them, but she's saying bad things about you.
Mm-hmm.
You are my friend, not necessarily her friend.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys following?
I am. Is a
You're
little
going to a
confusing.
place that people know you.
Me and Des are dating.
We go to a party.
And he was a mutual friend, but he's more friends with Des.
That's
Yes.
how it always is.
Then, not always.
Go ahead.
Then I am at a party by myself.
Me and you are at the
me and you are
party,
at a party.
and Hugh is not there.
Hugh's not there, but I'm talking shit about Hugh
Yes, okay.
to people, and like it gets back to Hugh.
Let's stop there.
Oh, okay.
So, you're at the party, you're talking shit about Hugh. I'm there.
Uh-huh.
I kind of hear it, but I'm not saying anything. You know? I know she's talking shit about you. Somebody else jumps in and says, listen, you're not going to do that. You're not going to talk shit about Hugh while I'm there. Word gets back to Hugh. You know, XYZ. Now, you come to me and you're like, you really sat there and let your girlfriend talk shit about me, and I'm supposed to be your best friend. Who is, I don't want to say is in the wrong, but me and you, now we have issues. Because you want me to censor my girlfriend. Go ahead.
I wouldn't do any of that, to be honest. Like,
How would you handle that?
It's one of those. It depends what she's saying. It's one of those.
Like Eugene thinks he's a 5, but he's really a 2.
Like, it's like it's because like that puts my friend in a weird position because it's like. Because I just in that context, this girl's probably an insecure, crazy bitch. So, and he probably low-key knows that, and he knows if he probably defend, she's gonna go mad. Oh, why are you taking his side? Kind of like shit. So, like, on one hand, like if he didn't say anything, like I'd be like, I don't really care too much.
Now, what if it's not his girlfriend? What if it's like a fiance or a wife? Does that make a difference?
Because it's probably happened more than once. I don't know. Like, at the end of the day, that's your wife. If you choose to do that, like, I don't want to get in the way of what. It sucks for me, but I don't want to get in the way of like someone that you love. So like, I feel like that's what you choose. That's what you choose, buddy. So like, I would be sad. I'd be disappointed because it's like we're friends. But like, if you care about her that much,
You accept it and you're just like, okay, fine.
Fine. Like, that's what it is. What it is. Like, I still love you and shit. If you need me, I'm here. But like, come on, bro.
Okay, Joe. Same scenario.
I've been in a similar scenario where like I was cool with my friend's boyfriend, but like obviously, you know, me and her are friends. Like I'm not, like we're cool, but like I'm not super close with him. And he was talking shit about me, and I found out, and well, she told me because he said it to her, and my response was, I'm not gonna be mad at her because she can't censor him, she can't tell him what to say, but I did make it clear, like, I don't want to be around your man, so if
I'd probably add that.
If we're all going out, and I'm not going to tell you where you can and cannot bring him, but what I ask of you as my friend, let me know if he's coming, and then I'll choose if I want to show up.
I would
you know
do
what I
that
mean?
too.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
And that didn't go over well, but I stand by it.
I'd probably add that too, because I don't want to be around that.
It's like, I'm not going to be like, oh, you can't bring your boyfriend places.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
but
troll
I'll be
you.
like, if you care about me as a friend, let me know, and I may not show up, but like, you can do whatever you want, but like, just give me that heads up, and I would appreciate it.
Like, dump that bitch.
That's what I did.
I'd whisper that
in that scenario.
I was given this situation and I was asked what I would do. And if I was the outside friend, like not the one in the relationship, I would be hurt, 100% hurt. Not because, you know, you have to censor your spouse, but simply because you couldn't step in and let your spouse know, like, this is not the place.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need, if you don't like, for example, if you don't like Hugh, you don't need to be telling everybody Hugh's business and talking shit about Hugh.
Agreed.
So I would have stopped it when I heard it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll do.
And now I'm going to talk to you one-on-one and let you know, I understand you don't like this person, but you're not going to talk smack about them while I'm around. If you want to do it on your own time, I don't want you to, but I can't control what you do.
Yeah. I'll do that
But
too.
in my face, no, not a chance.
Yeah, I'll do all
Whether
this
it's
stuff.
my girlfriend, wife, sister, mom, and I did have a conversation with my mom. With my mom like this.
Okay.
With my mom.
You look like that motorbike guy.
Had a conversation with my mom. Freaking revving engine.
Fucking Bubba here. Fuck.
My mom
You know
was.
what you sounded like? Remember the sound that Hugh said his dick would make?
Oh boy, like the machines.
That's my pee-pee.
Yeah, I had a conversation with my mom like this because my mom was saying something about someone and she was just, talking out loud. And I was like, Mom, you're not going to do that while I'm here. So you either stop or I'm gone. And she just looked at me and then she just stopped talking. I'm like, good. Like, now we can move on. And like, I didn't act any differently or anything, but I understand everyone has their own opinion of people, but there's a time and place where you express that. You don't express it in a group of people, especially when the person's not there to defend themselves.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. I agree with everybody.
Interesting. Anyways, if you guys are listening and you have a question or a topic that you would love to be discussed on the podcast, it's thissquareroom.com.
Give me some deep questions.
/ask. Hugh, it can't always be deep questions.
But I like some
you know what's funny? We never addressed this on the podcast, I don't think.
What do we...
The fact that you and I laid into a listener a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Did she respond?
I don't think so.
Why?
I feel bad.
If you didn't express how you feel. I'm
expressing it right now. I feel bad.
Why?
I feel bad not with what I said, more so how
it was just too harsh.
Yes, because I still stand by it. Everything.
Okay, fine. Yeah, sure. It was a little too harsh.
For those of you listening, if this is your first episode, if you don't know what we're talking about, it was, what was it, Hugh? It was. Her
friend had threesome, whatever.
I thought she had a threesome with her friend's.
Somebody that used to
stalker.
Yes.
I actually thought about this. I was like, did I feel bad?
And we were both very harsh. You were.
Oh no, I know I was more harsh. I probably
passionate.
I thought about it. I even thought about it today, and I was just like, was I?
See, I think the fact that you even think about it after, because you're the type of guy who's like, who cares? It's in the past. Like, let it go. The fact that you're even thinking about it shows that you do feel a little bit.
A bit of me is like, a little bit, but at the same time, a little bit. It's a little bit.
Just a flick of the wrist.
It's a little bit. You know that meme where,
that salt guy?
There's an emoji where it's like a
just
okay.
The okay.
But you see that little space there? That's how much I feel bad.
Because
it's like you knew what to expect. If you're an avid listener, which she said she was, you knew what you were going to get.
Oh, is she?
She did say that too.
So it's like you kind of knew what you were going to get. And if you saw how passionate and angry I can get sometimes, because, come on, if you listen to the end and you hear me talking about some politics shit when I was a little crazy about politics, like...
When you still
every
are.
day.
Not as crazy.
We just try not to...
No, I'm not as crazy
egg
anymore.
you on.
Because I'm as bored. But, no, like if you've heard about me going crazy about politics, like, oh, he's gonna fuck me in the ass with this shit.
Well, no, because I feel like you are a little. First of all, that's aggressive. But ew.
Don't go with mean. I think you're right. You should go with passionate. You guys were very passionate in your belief. It wasn't mean. Well, you were very passionate.
No, see the thing is though, I feel like people. I think for the most part they know that at least they may not know what I'm gonna say, but they know the style of response they're gonna get from me. And they know the style of response they're going to get from you, Jez. But with you, Hugh, sometimes...
It's 100 or 1.
It depends.
Yeah. Like, they may not... Like, this week, the topic didn't fire you up.
No, it's pretty...
Right?
Sorry.
Versus...
Not really.
Oh, my God, Hugh. But, like, you know what I mean?
It was just pretty plain
right.
question.
It's just a plain question. It wasn't anything personal.
But the thing is that the reason why it got passionate for me, too, is because the question you already answered yourself in that question.
I think, sometimes people say things, or they ask for advice, but they already know. I think sometimes you just need...
They just want to hear it.
Yeah, you need to hear it from somebody. Like, even when you call your friend, you're like, what should I do? And, like, they tell you what you've been thinking, but, like, hearing it from someone else is...
So I just reassure her.
It depends if that's the route she took.
It's up to her at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I say it's up to your soul, bro. Do what's good for your soul. Whatever.
Well,
I don't know if I said that exactly.
I speak for myself when I do stand by what I said and I don't know if we really gave advice or we just told her what we think, but like I do stand by that.
I gave
but
a little bit of advice.
I definitely hope that it didn't come off too much because that's definitely not my intention.
Okay, I'll be a little nice.
Don't censor it. You were good. It was good. For real, it wasn't mean.
Don't encourage.
It's fine.
Here's the thing.
If it hurt your feelings, that was not my intention. If you were hurt, if your feelings were hurt, not my intention. But I stand by what I said. Yeah, you answered the question and gave you the answer. You knew already. You just needed to hear it. Yeah. And once again, like I said, remember I've said in the past in this podcast, you need that friend that's not gonna care really about your feelings. Is gonna take you down a notch. This guy.
He's pointing to himself.
This guy right here.
You should be lucky he called you a friend.
Look, buddy. if you were there, I would tell you the same thing. And if you started crying, I'd probably look at you and be like, Cause I wouldn't feel bad because those are to me that
he's not sympathetic when people cry. He's like, do you want a tissue? Like,
no, because tears are tears are the easiest form of manipulation. I probably said that wrong. It is. Crying is the easiest form of manipulation.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's the easiest form because it's hard to feel bad. It's just hard to not really do anything when someone's crying because if you don't, you look like a dick.
Yeah.
But you have to be able to read it. You have to be able to read crocodile tears, and a lot of people can tell when somebody's a crocodile tears. Yeah. You can tell. But you don't want to say anything because you're gonna look like an ass.
Yeah, you still feel bad, but in your brain,
you don't feel
here
bad.
We go again.
You don't want to feel. You don't want to look like that, and like you don't want everyone to think, oh, this guy's a psychopath. He doesn't feel anything. No, it's like you got to be able to tell.
At first, I do agree with that statement. At first, I'm like, I don't think so many people use that form. But then
Of
I
course
started.
they
No,
do.
I know. I started to think about it, and I was like,
Like I wouldn't date an Oscar-winning actor. I'd be like, I'm too scared. You're just gonna be like, ah! Out of nowhere, like, do like that.
first of all, if they cry like that, then they would
They
not have
would
won
get
any
an Oscar,
Oscars.
man. You ever seen fucking Anne Hathaway in fucking that French movie, that French musical,
Les Miserables.
Yeah, man.
I
She was
love
like,
Anne Hathaway.
like she was like that.
Just like I don't know what to do. With you.
It's a good movie. I like musicals, man.
Okay,
say I think he's
No,
having
go,
a
John.
Oh
He's
no!
having a
I
thought.
was gonna move on. So if you have something to
I
say,
was gonna move on too.
No, look like you're having a thought.
No, I was gonna say something, but it was moving on.
By
But
having a brain blast.
yeah, I was gonna say, we've kind of addressed that, but it's just funny that like I think if you were just thinking about it as recently as today, then that means that part of you does feel bad about.
I was more
about the delivery, not about.
No,
the
I was actually I didn't say I was thinking about the delivery. I was just thinking about the question more or less.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Like stuck with you that much?
No, I just thought about it. I was driving. I was like, I have nothing to think about. I'm not listening to anything. And I thought about the exact question. I was like, no, you answered the question. You answered yourself in the question. That's all I thought about.
no, I think about the question from time to time. I'm like,
I agree that I do. I'm sorry. God,
Is that the question that is like being the most like impactful?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on us?
Do you know how?
Yeah,
did you hear me? Fuck. No,
Eugene's like, not even I know I could do all that.
no, because like. I do agree that friend's gonna eventually have to get over that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna have to eventually. She's gonna have to learn to accept that happened. But you still did something that you know that was wrong with yourself. You knew that doing that was wrong, and it was for you. It was wrong.
It's
like
kind of like with this week's question, and we were saying like, if you have to like lie about going out to dinner with someone, then you know in the back of your head that it's wrong.
It's like, was it really worth? How long's your average threesome sessions? Because you have a threesomes. How long is the average one? Like half an hour to an hour.
yeah.
Yeah, was it really worth that half an hour of just busting?
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't know. I've talked to people that, when I know people that have had like multiple have had a high kill count. It's like they're like whatever about it. They're just like, I don't even remember half of them, and it's like, is that really then
But
worth
see,
it though?
that's a problem to me. What do you mean you don't remember? Don't disrespect me.
I don't know. I my friends that have like in the high KD ratio, I'm just like. They're just kind of like, I don't even remember.
Or is this like mostly men or women?
I think
I don't really.
I think anybody
have
with
any
like,
women.
if you can't remember your sexual encounters, I'm not saying you have to remember everyone, but if you can't remember the people, to me that's a problem. Do I remember every person I've slept with? For sure.
Agreed.
Really?
But if you can't remember every person you slept with, that's a problem.
Yeah, you gotta calm it down.
Yeah, like that's crazy. I don't remember. What do you mean you don't remember?
You don't remember me? You came in my face.
Oh boy.
You gave me big eye. All right, Hugh, you had a couple questions for us.
Oh, I did.
I mean, you said you did.
Did I?
No,
I just see Quavo's face. That's a city boy right there, man.
I thought that was your screensaver for a second. I'm like, you, man.
Like
come
this
on.
right here. That little just like that's a king right there. That's
All
not a
right.
king. That's not a king.
That's a mess,
That's
is
a
what it
city boy.
is.
It looks like a mess.
I know. The situation's a mess. Sorry, guys. I didn't have it open. Sorry.
Come on, you gotta be
I'm sorry.
prepared.
I'm sorry.
You stay ready. You don't gotta get ready.
Mm.
Ew.
Would you rather give up social media or eat the same dinner for the rest of your life?
Social media.
Same dinner.
You'd rather give up the same. You'd rather eat the same dinner for the rest of your life and then give up social media?
Mhm.
Yeah, same here.
Actually, it depends what the dinner is. Because if
Exactly.
it's something that I love,
See
then
what I'm saying? I don't mind.
I'm a pretty like
Because it's just
simple
dinner.
person.
For breakfast and lunch, I can have anything else.
True. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
okay.
loophole?
It's just a dinner.
No, okay. I just didn't know if that loophole.
No, that's fine.
The way I perceived it was like same meal.
Yeah, I'd give up social media because the times where I've gone like or like the more social media I've like deleted, the happier I've kind of gotten. And everyone I know that the people that I know, like the people that I know are cold, like they've never been on social media at all. They're some of the most like happier people that I know. I'm a little derp. Let's see another question. Always hit a red light for the rest of your life, or always get slow internet after the sun goes down.
Oh no, I can't.
Oh, I'm gonna have to do this red light. I'm not gonna lie to you.
See, this is
because like I'm a night person and I like do
Yeah.
a lot of my work at night, so like it literally just like I couldn't.
See, this is
But I'm also someone who can tend to run late, and I wouldn't like the red lights. But if I had to, I would choose the red lights.
You're gonna choose the red lights
Yeah.
over the slow internet?
Yeah.
For me, it's you know what? I think I could be fine with slow internet because I feel like it maybe prioritize my stuff earlier than I need to do. You know what I mean? And I'd be like, if it makes me actually like it actually can make
You
like
said, but when the sun goes down, but what about in the winter when it goes down at like 4:30 p.m.?
it goes
Then
down.
He has slow internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's like
So it's like it's not just nighttime,
Yeah.
you know?
because me, it's obviously it's like it sucks, but to me, the thing that's good about it is it'll make you less impulsive. So it makes you plan out your day more. Because it's like it would eventually. Because you're like, fuck, I want to watch that Netflix thing. So I might as well download, because you can download stuff on Netflix, right? And be like, you know what? Let me download the stuff I want to watch later tonight. So it makes you plan out, hey, this is what I'm going to do tonight. So everything you get everything done earlier in the day. So you don't have to like worry about internet stuff you have to do. So it's like a good and a bad thing. As a car guy, I don't want to hit red lights. I want it to go, boom. But you know, but like, for me, it's like one, I go to bed a little early sometimes too. But also, this makes you plan out. It makes you less impulsive. And probably make you a better sleeper, too. Because you're like, fuck, well, I can't deal with the internet. I might as well just go to bed.
Well, no, my thing is, like, I literally said, like, I do a lot of work at night, like, actual work. So even something as simple as, like, editing this podcast, you know what I mean? Like, the sun's down right now, and this episode comes up in the morning. So imagine
Wait for the break of dawn.
Huh?
Wait for the break of dawn.
And go.
It's like, oh, the sun is coming up.
3, 2, 1. 7:02.
That's the
Hugh,
sun
can
coming
I
up.
ask you a question?
Oh, God. Okay. I always get worried when I get questions.
All right. Right now,
Yes.
you and Joe change bodies. What's the first thing you do?
I'm going to diddle myself. It has nothing to do with, like,
Oh my God.
I am
Des.
screaming.
It has
Did you say
nothing-
you'll deal with yourself?
I'll diddle myself.
Yeah, okay, that's deal with myself.
Oh,
Yeah, okay. I heard deal
not
with, but
because
that's
of,
why I
like,
screamed.
Not because you say you don't do shit, just because like you say you don't masturbate and stuff.
Don't
right?
violate my body like that.
It's his body
My
now.
body bitch. Do what the fuck I want to do. I'm gonna play with my titties and
You can't tell him what he can
be a
do.
fucking my own DJ.
No, that's a violation because you're
Hey,
like a.
hey, it's
you
my
are
body.
a
He's renting.
It's my
guest.
body.
You're a guest. My body is a host, and you're a guest. Don't. That's disgusting.
And the guest is having some fun.
Joe, what's the...
I'm gonna
okay,
fucking
wait,
just
you.
diddle my diddle.
Okay,
Get that shower
you're in
head
my
just-
body. What's the first thing you do?
We'd probably have a threesome.
Okay, great.
I'd
That's a great
experience that.
answer.
Cause like I don't know, man.
You don't need to be in his body to have a threesome.
Yeah, but like he already has some
Yeah,
contacts
you just have to
unlocked.
do.
So
Yeah, I
you
get
wouldn't
it.
know which ones to call.
I'll just call
Figure it
all
out.
of them.
Yeah, you can figure it out. Don't worry, you'll be
I
good.
think I'll be able to figure it out.
Wow.
Because
And then
like
when you switch back, Des, you're like random people, like coworkers.
Could
You
you
reached out
ima-
to me for a threesome. Because
I'll just go through like who's like which texts.
Yeah,
See
yeah.
if there's codes. I don't know if do you speak in codes.
No,
Okay, so it'd be pretty obvious.
no.
I feel like you do sometimes.
On the phone, yeah, but during text, no.
Okay,
it's
that's
supposed
fine.
to be the other way around.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay,
It's supposed to
Joe,
speak in
Yeah.
codes.
you're in Hugh's body. What's the first thing you do?
I don't know.
I'm not gonna diddle yourself.
I feel like that might be like the second thing.
Really? What's the first thing? Then?
Yeah, I honestly, I think one of the first things I would do is like get high and go for a hike. Why? Because like I feel like I'd understand Hugh so much more. Because like
You
that's
see what I'm striving for my life goal is to get some fucking peace. That's my life goal, man.
Jesus. You
I'm
need
s-
it based on the way you said. I need some fucking peace. You
I
sound like
described this
you
period of my.
sound like you need to get high and go for a hike.
No, didn't I say my chapter of this life is chaos? So
Yeah,
like, why not try for
and then
peace?
once I'm done, then I would
Just diddle
masturbate.
yourself?
Okay, so you're in my body. What's the
Saturday.
first thing you do?
Oh, or like go for like a drive or something. I don't know, like things I would do things that like would make me like understand you better. You know?
Wow, it makes my answer seem so shit. I'm just gonna masturbate and suck on my
If
own
I
tit.
was you, Des, the first thing you would hate it when we switch
Oh
back.
boy.
I would right all of your wrongs and repent and say sorry to all the women that you have unintentionally, because you have good intentions, but like I would just stop stringing people along. I would cut certain ties is what I would do.
Yeah, I would definitely hate you when I get back to my body.
And then I'd masturbate. I would go in your phone and see, like, because you always have porn in your most recent tabs, and I'd be like, okay, boop. And I would be like, okay, let's see if it's really worth it. I feel like masturbating for each of you like would be different. I feel like, and then because like Hugh says, like when he finishes, like he feels gross, and then when you finish, you feel great. You feel like you want to do it again. Whereas he was like, I'm good. Yeah. Like I got it out. So like I'd be curious about that. But
you just experience what having testosterone's like. You see the hell that it is.
It wouldn't be my first thing though. No,
you won't have a choice because you're a female and you're experiencing testosterone for the first time.
I have testosterone.
Not to the level of a guy.
You don't know that.
Have you said your answer yet?
Well,
no,
but I was like, okay. If I was Hugh, it's funny that you said go for a hike because I thought about the question earlier today and I was like, I was Hugh,
you had an unfair advantage.
I would go for a hike. However, my answer changed. I would actually go through his phone history. I want to know what gets Hugh going. Here's the thing.
It's all cleared, buddy.
Oh boy.
I use DuckDuckGo. That's the internet provider that it clears your shit. They literally clear everything.
Well, see,
what are you hiding?
Don't worry about it.
That's why it's in it.
You only see the GIFs I'm looking at.
Interesting. Oh, right, because you watch porn and GIFs.
I just watch GIFs.
He just watched GIFs.
That's why I said I'm into tits now. It's weird. It's very weird for me. Hangers. That's the category it's called. Hangers.
And if I was Joe, for sure, the first thing I'm doing is fiddling the diddle.
I feel very violated.
100%. Like
fiddle the diddle.
I'm thinking a banjo.
Stop. I actually
because I feel like it's not like a rock concert. It's not an electric guitar, it's just, it's not that aggressive. I think it's just.
I don't like. You guys are literally talking about my clitoris.
Sorry.
I feel like it's like a folk song.
But we're talking about it in a good way.
No, I think of it more of like a soft romantic guitar, like that type of do 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 do. Like
so then let's go with a harp.
That's a harp.
Well, I can't make the sound of a guitar. No, because a harp sometimes you gotta pluck like any type of string. You do like so not always.
But a harp is more like a slow romantic thing.
Sure.
Yeah, we can go with harp.
That actually, well, we don't have the time for it. I was gonna talk about.
A harp?
No, I was just like, just vaginas and stuff. I don't know.
What do you have to say about
just
vaginas?
I don't know. I was just thinking about human sexuality stuff and about like.
Let the people know.
About just like with vaginas, because I feel like a lot of dudes we get it wrong with vaginas.
Oh, I get it so wrong.
Because we think of it like a penis.
Oh, I think of it like a cock. You want harder?
This is so aggressive. It's like a cock. No, it's because like we think it's like just like that, but it's more like just like a slow kind of gentle thing that you're supposed to do.
I'm yawning.
I know it's like a lot of work and shit, but like
some women do like more firm, but I think men.
But for the most part,
like you said, harder for men is not the same type of
hard and quick. For women, it's slow.
Because some women want like a more firm hand, but it doesn't mean like literally beat them the fuck
out. No, it's for.
But men are like okay.
It's funny because during sex I don't really talk, and today I realize I talk shit to myself when I'm watching porn.
What do you say?
He's like, you dirty little slut.
Oh my god! You say that
for real,
stuff?
For real.
You,
I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this white girl like, take this dick. Because when I watch porn, I imagine myself there.
He looks like he saw ghosts, and I look like.
And it's funny because I even started laughing out loud. You say it out loud? Yeah, I started laughing out loud after I said it. I said, I can't wait to tell you guys.
Yeah, don't say that too loud, man.
Like during sex, I don't talk like that though.
In your head, you do.
Yeah, in my head, I do.
You gotta be careful.
But when I say it out loud, I feel weird. But when I'm by myself,
you look at your phone screen and you say, "You dirty little slut."
I'm looking at my phone screen. I hold my phone sideways. I'm a cock in my hand.
Okay, I don't need the visual. Move your hand. Ew. He has his hand down there. He's pretending to masturbate. I'm sitting right beside him. I don't want that. Move. Get away from me.
And as I'm stroking and joking,
you hold the phone like that with your pinky in the front,
just like this.
I go to like that.
I have to.
I have like my dresser.
I can't. I need it in my hand.
Sometimes I'll have it on my lap.
Sometimes I put it here. Sometimes it's out
on
here.
Your lap. How does that work?
Remember, he told us last
night. Laying on your back.
Yeah, like I'm sitting on the toilet sometimes because it's.
Why don't you put it on like the counter?
See, I could, but it's too far. Because I have to lean forward, and then it's like my dick's a little
Yeah,
little,
that's not comfortable.
Crunched up a little bit.
Yeah, that's not.
Lean back,
It's all extended. Yeah.
So what I'll do
isn't the counter beside the toilet? It's not in front.
No, but like the thing is like, sorry. The thing is here's my toilet. Here's the sink. And then have a little fucking shelf thingamajigger, but it's a little too far for me to see, right? So what I'll do is just put it like on my thigh, and I'll be careful.
Yeah, you have
because
to be
then
careful.
It falls off.
Right, because like any vigorous motion and it'll fall.
That's why
off.
that's why this hand is more like fast but soft. This hand is just like let's party, buddy.
So then when you do it, you have one free hand.
Yeah.
So why not just hold the phone then?
Because sometimes you want
the free hand just to.
Oh, you use your left hand? Are you left-handed?
No, I'm ambidextrous, but I've never taken advantage of it.
Ambidextrous.
Yeah.
I wish I was.
I can do it, but I just never truly took advantage of it. So I've never practiced with it.
Is it like a stranger's masturbating you?
Yes.
For you, really? Oh.
Yeah, like I will.
Well, no. If you make a practice to do it with your left hand, then
to be honest,
then you're like, "Hello, old friend." Like it feels normal.
For me, the right hand's foreign.
Wow.
Because the main reason why I do left hand too is that I felt like this forearm was getting a little bit bigger.
It was.
So like I was like, let me just even out, buddy.
Yeah, no, mine.
So when you use your dominant hand.
Always.
Yeah.
So then when you use the other one, you're just what? Are we looking
Look
at
my
your forearms?
forearm.
In this light?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's bigger.
Ew!
Yeah.
Ew,
mine-
I just touched his
mine-
forearms and one was hard and one was softer than the other one.
Yeah,
And
like mine you can kind of
Yeah.
see the difference though.
You masturbate with this hand?
Yeah.
No, yours are even.
Yours are yours look like it's pretty.
Trust me, it took me years. Probably.
Yeah, no, I
did this
I've
on purpose. I
tried.
He's like, it's a
noticed.
very
I've
delicate
noticed. I'm
balance.
just like, oh, that's not good.
Somebody pointed it out to me. They're
Oh,
like,
no.
Des, you gotta relax. This isn't high school, and I'm like,
no,
what?
high school.
Feel mine.
There's nothing. There's nothing to feel, Joe.
Do women do?
I feel like,
our
yeah.
forearms even.
If you're using the top part, then this part of your forearm would be
it's
bigger.
higher
It'd
up
be
for women.
right. It'd be right here, but for guys, because this is
Because like I'm not. Like it's not such a big motion the way with men. Like
because the lighter side of your forearm that's for grabbing. The upper side of your forearm is for holding.
Oh.
So if you're just doing this, it's flexing everything that's up here. It's fucking the top part of your forearm muscles. If you're doing the little DJ squicker, so you're gonna have more. Well, if anything, too, you're gonna have you could either have really strong wrist or very bad wrist if you're just using wrist action. Because if you're doing too much wrist action, you're gonna get arthritis in your wrist. If you're like a girl, you masturbate like a guy. When you kind of think about it, you're constantly burning out the cartilage there. Get a carpal tunnel.
Don't some men like do like a whole like? Sorry for everyone listening because I can't
It's
really
fine.
like no,
They're
but
thinking about it.
like some men like actually like move their whole arm, whereas some just kind of do the wrist. Like you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because like if you do this, that's more bicep.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel I don't know. I have to think about that. I'm not jerking off today. Maybe tomorrow I'll figure that out.
I do
This
more
is like,
wrist. I don't
give
like
me
the
an
whole
hour
arm
after-
motion. It feels like I'm wasting so much energy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting passionate.
I'm like, right after this, you're gonna go masturbate.
No, I masturbated this morning when I got home from work.
Wonderful.
And
of
then
course.
when I woke up, I'm like, oh God, I gotta pick up Kaden. All right, let me rub one out.
I don't like the okay.
Gotta focus on the road.
It's funny
Let me do
because
it.
I have like this conversation is making me have more questions for you guys, but I kind of want to save it for another episode.
Oh, okay.
But it's just like I don't know.
What?
I have all the answers.
Just ask one. Ask one of them.
I'm not. I did ask a couple to be fair. I just asked one of them about the. No, we'll leave it at this, and I will collect my thoughts and my questions. Yes, every masturbation question I have.
I fondle my balls. Go ahead.
And if you're still listening to this part of the episode and you have any questions for these two about masturbating, notice I didn't include myself because I know you guys are just laughing at me.
Yeah.
If you guys have any questions about masturbating, especially ladies, like don't make me seem like I'm the only one. Like,
no,
I'm
I will
curious.
answer all of them.
Well, the questions are for both of you. Relax, guys.
I'm getting so passionate. I'm sweating.
Like I'm like, Hugh, how do you masturbate? And you're answering the question on
Wow.
He uses his left hand.
Watch his gifts on the toilet.
On his right lap. That's where the laptop sits.
Do you guys think about like how like masturbating is a pretty intimate, private thing that both of you guys do, but like so many people know about like your most intimate
love it.
moment.
Sure.
I guess I don't think it's that intimate.
No.
Not really. It's just jerking off. Like it's just gifts.
I've masturbated and
Yeah, but like if someone were to accidentally walk in on you,
Well,
you'd
no
be
one
like,
does.
"Oh my gosh."
I'm in the bathroom.
No, but instead you're still exposing yourself in a way, not physically. Like no one's walking in on you, but you're essentially opening the door to all the people on the internet who know about how you masturbate. I just
It's
think
not really
kinda,
much
I think it's
to
kind
know.
of funny.
It's just whatever.
We know details. We
I
know
use my
that
left
you put
hand?
your phone on your right thigh.
It's not
You
a phone,
sit
it's
on the
laptop.
toilet.
No, it's my phone. My phone.
Oh, okay.
Laptop's too
Oh,
high.
okay.
Yeah, he balances his.
That's what I was like. This
Laptop.
guy's talented.
I've only done it once.
No,
I've actually
you know what? I
balanced
think
it.
you have spoken about doing your laptop. I think
I don't
that's
like
when
really
you
doing
do it
my
in bed or
laptop.
whatever.
No, it's very rare. Laptops are insanely rare. I mean,
Yeah.
like maybe once a year.
And then and you've also said on the podcast that before you come, you stand up and you come into
In the toilet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've tried it.
You tried it?
Yeah.
Easy, man. I'm
I
giving
felt-
guys a lot of
I
pointers.
felt disgusted in myself.
Oh.
I felt like
So
I'm
maybe
doing
that's why you
something
feel
wrong.
disgusted. Maybe
No,
that's
even if I just.
you guys should
doesn't matter.
swap masturbation routines and try it. Like you need to try like Hugh's way to the T. Like
What's your
phone
way?
on the thigh, one hand, not holding.
Lay
the
down
hand.
in your bed, lay on your back, and have at
Yeah,
it.
I've
Where
done
do you
that.
come,
And you just
though?
come on your belly.
Yeah, I come
I've done
wherever
that. I
it
feel
goes.
more grossed out doing that.
Really?
'cause
I
I have
just-
a hairy stomach.
I drop
so I
my,
gotta like.
I put my pants up, I go, bloop, and then I go
I've done.
Wait, you lay there with the.
fast asleep.
Wait, you lay there after you come on yourself.
You want me to get up and go wipe it off? For
Sure.
what? It's just me.
Stuck to
I
your
think for
stomach.
science.
Yeah, it gets hard.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yucky. For-
couple of hair comes off.
So disgusting.
Nah, I do it the way I do for ease.
For scientific purposes, Des.
But I've
you
done
need
his
to-
way.
You
Not the
need
falling
to-
asleep part.
You gotta do it all.
I'm not doing
from
that.
A to Z. Des, you gotta go in the bathroom, phone on the right thigh, one free hand.
I couldn't.
Masturbate with your left hand, then come into the toilet.
Sometimes I put the phone on my thigh, but a lot of time the phone is in my hand.
I couldn't.
No, Des has to
I
do
couldn't.
that way, and then you gotta
Or I
do
just have the phone
you gotta
laying.
do the phone in your hand, masturbate with your right hand,
That's
laying
old school
on
way.
your back,
But I've
and
done
then
that.
come on yourself and go to sleep.
No, I'm not going to sleep.
I've tried.
That part
I'll
is
try,
so
I'll try
sad.
Hugh's way. I will try Hugh's
Des,
way.
I either
so
do it,
sad.
we'll just like I'll have it on my dresser and just like I just have like
Guys,
a, like
the
a
people
sheet
I
just
can
to poop on
guarantee
and
you, people
throw it
listening
in the
want to
washing
hear
machine.
your experiences. Step
I've done his experience though.
I'll do his. I'll
to
do
the
his.
end.
No,
He was like, I can't fall asleep after that. I'm disgusted.
I'm already
You will lay
disgusted with
awake at
myself.
night like he.
Like
You
my
know-
cousin will open my room door and be like, "What is wrong with you?"
Ew.
And I'm just like,
You know what's, you know what I think though too, like
"What? It smells like cock."
You're trash.
It smells like cock.
no, the thing is too, like sorry, I'll end it soon, but like with the gift stuff, I feel like I'm going back to like my old way.
Oh, and you gotta masturbate to gifts.
Holy fuck!
Sex.com
So
and
it's not
redgifts.com.
just on the phone to the gifts.
Sex.com is better
Okay.
Right?
because
And then-
Red Gifts, like once you hit one, you have to
Yeah.
go all the way back to page one.
Sorry, you can't just
And
watch.
that's
You can't watch
sex.com.
and then you have to watch a highly produced porn.
I can't.
The way that Des would.
I just can't.
No, you guys have to. This is so fun.
So
and
you're gonna try both our ways?
This is okay for sure. I'll do both your
No,
ways.
squirt on my stomach somehow.
I'll come on myself and go to bed.
Yeah.
Ew. No, I feel like I'm going back to like my old school ways because when I was like younger,
It's for research.
I know. I feel like when I was
Des,
younger,
I mean, Hugh, you're such a party pooper. Des is willing.
I'm the party pooper.
Yeah. What are you implying? Me?
Yes,
I don't have a
You
dick.
just poop all over the place.
You guys switch with my routine.
Nothing.
Exactly.
I have done it. I lasted 2 weeks.
Exactly.
And it was not fun.
Try 2 years.
That's the goal. No, I feel like I just go back to old school because when I was like younger, when I didn't know release sites, I'll just find a picture printed out on the picture and throw it out.
No, but
On
it's
the
about,
picture,
Yeah,
you wasted ink.
yeah. Even when the ink was like low, I just
Oh
figured
my
it out.
god.
Figured it out, buddy. Come home for lunch.
See,
throw
that
it in
means
the
like
trash.
even as a young kid, he still didn't want to come on himself. So you
Yeah,
were
I've
just,
been coming on myself.
That's gross, Des.
That's how you get rid of the evidence. Keep it on you. Nobody's gonna be like, lift up your shirt.
Yes, it's called
I like
a
stuff
rape
like
kit,
deep
and they
down
check
in
for
the-
DNA.
Yeah, but that's fine. It's my own come on me. That's fine.
I mean, I guess it's like not
Come on.
suspicious.
Could you
but it's
imagine
just
like
gross.
something happened and like I have to go to the hospital and they drag me in my sleep and I wake up and they're just come all over me and they're just
I just got a visual.
that is so funny.
This is nut all over your stomach, all dried
And they're all looking at each other like
Oh God, what
Okay,
happened?
somebody
here?
wipe that up.
No, I think at first they might think it was someone else's.
That's probably
Yeah.
their
if
thing
they-
the whole time.
And then if they run the DNA,
They're
they
gonna
find
be
out
like,
it's yours.
okay,
They're like,
yeah,
Like, oh
yeah,
my
this guy has a
God.
problem.
yeah, it's better if it's someone else's. If
Yeah,
it's yours,
probably.
it's like,
Sir, Sir, whose cum is this, sir?
They're not even gonna ask. So here's Marsha. She's gonna talk to you for a moment.
We have the hospital psychiatrist here.
Exactly right.
yeah, I'm definitely. See, and then it'll be perfect because then I can ask all my masturbation questions, and then you guys can also answer.
Yeah, you're not gonna get any from me. I'm
From-
limp dick. Limp
What?
dick Des. I can't. I tried my left hand before, and it's just like a dead fish. Just and I'm just like, wake the fuck up! This is a good video.
No, but like. I feel like it's supposed to be like, ooh, like who's this stranger?
No,
you know?
it's like, don't touch me, you weirdo.
And I feel like
I
for
want
you,
my
Hugh,
mom.
it would be like, oh, hello, old friend.
It
We
is
meet
with my
again.
right hand. Yeah. It's like
with your
it's
right
just
hand.
quick.
Yeah.
Like if I'm trying to quickly.
You guys, yeah, I think this is where you guys are the most opposite.
The left hand is for like just evening out everything.
But so you've been evening out with your left hand for a while. So you can stand to do the right.
I'm good with the left. Because it makes holding the phone easier. 'Cause I'm holding my phone with the dominant hand.
No, you have to be like
Hold the
Des
phone
and
with the
hold
hand
it
that
with the
doesn't-
pinky in the
like
front,
this.
and then get
The
your
pinky
right
and
hand.
the pointer
But it's
finger
a
in the
GIF.
front.
A GIF, I need it like this.
No.
No,
you
you
need the-
have to watch one of
You need the pointer finger too.
you have to watch Dez's style. So you have to watch high produced. Just do it all. Don't come
I'm
on
sorry.
yourself, but do it all.
I'm not coming on myself.
I said don't.
Come on yourself.
But do
No.
the rest
You
of the
have
routine.
to.
Don't look at me and say
You
that.
have to. It's not the same.
Just looked him in the
unless you
eye.
I've done it. I've come on my stomach. It's hairy. It's all up in the hair.
do
I
it
have to take
again.
a shot. I don't
And
want
don't wipe
to.
it up. You have to leave it. And then smell it later when you wake up.
You know you're not helping to sell it to him.
Oh boy.
I just want you to do it for a laugh, personally.
You ever like masturbated and like rub your nose and you're like, oh boy, let me go shower. Anyways, okay, we said we're gonna end it, right?
I have. Ooh,
Let me go shower.
Time to take a little shower.
Yeah,
Oh, man, that's
boy.
pretty much every summer
you masturbate before you.
after work.
I think masturbating after you shower is crazy.
No, I always do it before a shower.
Yeah, that
I have
makes
to take
sense.
a shower a lot.
I feel like if I was a guy, I would just do it in the shower.
Oh,
Nah,
God.
rub's not good lube. I
Ugh.
mean, water.
Water.
Rub's not good lube. No, water's not good lube.
It's the
So
worst.
just take a little lube then.
But
You're
then-
in the shower. You can wash it off your
no
dick
guy
after.
just buys lube.
What do you mean?
Who just buys lube? You have
A lot of
lube? You just
people.
buy lube to masturbate with?
Does this like that?
Oh, to masturbate with?
Yeah.
No.
No, but
Okay,
you.
there you go.
But you buy lube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just to masturbate with though.
No.
No, but if
Yeah,
you have it on hand,
What
then
lotion's for?
okay. But if you're in
Cocoa
the shower,
butter, bro.
okay.
It's just water resistant.
I'm just saying, if I was a
Do you
guy,
lotion it up?
yeah.
Really? Oh, I can't do that. Ah.
I feel like I'm just like burning my.
That's what I'm doing. Let it burn,
Nah,
baby.
I
you
use
put lotion on your
my pee pee.
Cocker spaniel.
after working all day, so it's sweaty, and you're rubbing in lotion.
I took a shower right after.
Didn't
And
we
then
say we're
you-
gonna
and
save
then
this
you
for another
wipe your
episode?
nose. I know.
No,
I
I
know.
don't wipe
we
my
were supposed
nose.
to.
I'll just snip my hand. Like, oh, jeez Louise.
Oh, Des said he like rubs his nose
No,
with
no,
the
no.
back of his
I-
hand.
yeah, I'll do
you
this.
just
I
said
just go-
you straight up sniff.
Yeah, just no. Okay.
First of all, if the back of your hand is stinking, Des,
Yeah.
that's just,
Sometimes if I like just to get like a good stuff, like I think it's time for a shower. I'll just be like, oh, yep, time for a
if you
shower.
think it's time for a shower,
Yeah.
if you think it probably is.
It definitely is.
Yeah, probably.
What?
I'm
That
a-
is blowing my mind.
I'm a
You guys
hardy
are
man. I like
disgusting.
chopping wood. I'm a
Sometimes
hardy
I'll
man.
go up to Katie and I'll be like, "Do you smell that?" He'd be like, "No, smell what?" And I'm like, "Great. I don't need to shower then."
Well, on that note, guys, thank you for listening to this podcast. You can find us on iTunes and any other podcast platforms.
When you go up to Katie,
Oh.
I'm so sorry, Hugh. I'm just in shock. When you go up to Katie and say, "Can you smell that?" Are you talking about your dick?
I'm just talking about me in general.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like if I stink or not. That's how I know when it's
Thank
time
you
for
for
a shower.
clarifying.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh. you want me to ask my son if he can smell my dick?
Well, that's
fair
what
enough.
you were
That's
highly
fair.
implying, so
That's
I
fair.
had to ask for
Yeah,
clarification.
guys are gross, man.
Now I open the window
Yeah,
after.
but that's
Let it air out the room.
Guys,
ew.
I don't know. You haven't
And I
realized-
spray my cologne.
Yeah, so doesn't that make your room just constantly musty? Because you masturbate a lot.
A lot. But the window's open a lot, so.
What about in the winter?
You can't ask questions.
Sorry, so I know. All my questions are coming out. All right. Thank you for trying to
No, he did.
Close out the episode. Hugh's trying and I interrupted. But yes, finish letting them know where they can find us.
You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at The Square Room. You can go to our site, thissquareroom.com. Search The Square Room pretty much on any podcast platform. Give us that 5-star and leave a comment. And yeah, man.
Thank you guys so much for listening, and we will see you next Tuesday.